The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Hey, just be blunt. Be blunt.
All right. New research by valuation company Flipsy suggests over the course of our lives, the majority of young people can expect to spend a staggering $75,000 in iPhone-related charges. It should be noted that Americans are believed to spend $88 on phone applications annually in conjunction with monthly $80 data plans. When the aforementioned expenditures are considered alongside factors such as average earnings, upgrade cycles, and the average investment return rate, it is estimated the yearly iPhone costs are actually closer to approximately $12,474.
Yearly costs?
This figure is based on the average return that a person would receive if they had chosen to invest the money used to buy the iPhone instead, assuming they began investing from 18 to 78 and upgraded every 32 months. Now, with that being said, if these funds were put towards an investment account promising long-term returns of around 4% a year, wait, I just had to flip pages, I'm sorry. 4% a year after inflation, it's estimated one would earn $300,000 before reaching 80 years of age. So, if you were investing said money instead of spending it on iPhone-related things, you could earn nearly $500,000.
This shit is fucking robbery, bro.
The phone?
The iPhone is. Apple is. They're because, bro, they know they can't.
Fine print.
They can't get people to just run out and buy the phones like that. That's why they raise the prices up. They're focusing on core Apple people that they don't care. They don't care what money, how much money they're gonna spend. You see what I'm saying?
They just want Apple.
Yeah, they just want Apple, all Apple, everything. Yeah. That's who they're focused on.
Yeah.
They know you're gonna buy all Apple, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like my guy here. All right,
Mr. Apple.
Right, Mr. Apple. You know what I'm saying? They know it, bro. This is his target.
Todd Appleseed.
This is their target audience.
Apple Todd.
You know what I'm saying?
Apple Todd.
Shit. I Todd.
I Todd.
I Todd.
I was thinking that too.
There we go.
I Todd.
Right.
I like that.
Another alias. God,
Another one.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
Go ahead, I'm just kidding.
What it do, Trillion?
And Trillionettes.
We are back to the Truth Be Told
That was an
podcast.
awkward moment in time.
Right.
happened
We
there?
are episode 139.
Yeah. I'm back on track this time.
We are back on track. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Thank you to all the subscribers out there. Shouts out to you for, if you got Spotify, you're listening to us on Spotify. I see the followers kind of coming up there a little bit.
Shout out to you if you're spreading the word and getting more to hear.
Right.
You know
absolutely. Make sure you go check us out on trillmatic.com/merch.
Yes.
Follow us on all the social media. All the social media links are in the description.
Yes.
For those of y'all that are listening to the podcast and you're like, these niggas spend too much time on one topic. Guess what? If you didn't know, in the description, we got timestamps so you can go to any part of the podcast that you want to. If you want to skip to the reviews, you want to skip to some other shit, it's all in the description. Some people didn't know that. I'm going to just go ahead and say that.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to the YouTube comment that said that they love the intro music. That's actually a song that I did with my homeboy Lack Martin and Currency.
Yes,
all right.
Soul
Player. You can find that on YouTube. Now
let's get to business.
Y'all niggas ready to go vote tomorrow?
I already voted.
Early bird special.
Overachiever.
In fact, I had a fun story for you about what happened.
Oh,
I didn't really elaborate on this.
No,
you want to hear about it?
You did it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we here in Texas, we had early voting. I believe it was the 22nd of October through the 2nd, which was this past Friday.
I did not know that shit ended on Friday until Saturday. I found out. I was like, fuck, it's over.
Yeah, whenever I personally like to do the whole early thing. Every time I go, I've not had to wait more than 4 minutes, so I'm cool. I don't feel like waiting in line all day and all that. It's just easier that way.
It is.
So what happened, I go to said location to do my early voting, And basically the way it works, you walk in, there's one lady kind of guiding the line. When you get to the first checkpoint, you show your ID, voter registration card, whatever it is that you have to show.
Yeah.
They ask you if you prefer to vote electronic or with paper ballot. If you choose paper ballot, there's another lady that lays down 3 of them. You pick one. They're all the same, but that way just kind of keeps it fair.
Right.
As I'm waiting in line to make my choice on that, a lovely old lady just kind of walks past the line. Everybody's looking like, hey, what's going on here? And she has her printout from if you vote electronically, it gives you a little printout at the end so you can see what it had. Well, she walks up and hers says that she didn't make a selection on any of the categories. Now, as you know, if you see the news at all, there's a lot of shit going on about people's votes. We're not even getting into voter suppression or anything, but people who have voted, shit going awry, stuff getting changed. Right. Lord knows what else.
Especially in Texas right now.
Well, she was a little hot.
Yeah.
she was a little hot. Right. She said, well, I don't understand why this happened. So the voting, officials, they were like, well, man, if you can just step aside, we're gonna clear the line real quick because there was about 4 of us, no one behind it. Oh, shit. Then we'll deal with that. Well, that wasn't acceptable.
Right.
She said, well, I don't want to vote electronically anymore. Can I just have a paper ballot? He says, we don't got paper ballots. Because you cannot vote twice. We have to fix this, then move on.
Right.
She didn't like that answer.
Right.
She made it very known to everyone else in line.
And this was some bullshit.
She said, no, you don't understand. I voted, and now again, remember where we are. I voted Republican straight down. And I don't see why you're not counting my vote. I was like, here we go.
Shit.
Like,
anytime somebody doesn't have a problem with saying who they voted for in the middle of the voting area, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
It's really real.
This lady had to be at least 70. Okay, at least 70.
Heated.
And she's felt like they were trying to sabotage her.
Because there's all this media shit has been running with this shit. There is some shit that's going on, especially in Texas. So I can see how, and people are serious about this shit.
Fuck yeah.
They do not, it's really a battle of making this bitch blue or keeping it red. That's really what it is.
And it was really kind of funny because me and the woman behind me, who I just kind of got the vibe from her, I knew who she was voting for. Me and her both kind of look at what's happening, look at each other, and we're like, we'll go paper.
Right.
The paper one's very much Scantron style. Right. You circling your thing, feed it through. Yeah. But man, it got a little intense in there. Right. Yeah.
So there was a situation
Yoga Flame.
One of the with the computers, with the electronic ones where they were switching, it was switching the vote, to Cruz if you voted like blue. But the thing that was weird about some of the ones I've seen online was if you voted straight ticket, if you didn't go back and make sure or do a final update on it, it would move it right to a default position. The problem was that I seen that was a little weird. Excuse me. It would move everything to straight ticket and then it would keep Ted Cruz selected for the Senate, which that's pretty strange. All right,
it is just
for that to. I'm not saying that they were purposely doing that shit.
It could be an honest glitch.
But it's just a little weird that it just happened to fall on Ted Cruz. They're pointing straight ticket. Everything seems to be working except for the Senate, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I read one thing that they're saying. Apparently, there's a problem with machines that they've known about for years.
Right,
but then there's other part, I guess. People saying, hey, there's nothing we can do about that. So, people are pretty passionate about this. So,
right.
It was quite the scene in the little office there.
I can see that.
Voting. Yeah, you had a front row.
Yeah.
Front row seat.
Just keep Texas red.
Pretty much.
It's about to get, listen, if this bitch goes blue, bro, there's gonna be a little civil war.
And I will say this.
In some of these little towns, bro, okay? Yeah. People gonna move out of this state, bro.
Yeah, people will.
What was so crazy about this is just taking a step back and looking at the whole thing playing out. And again, not to stereotype or pigeonhole anybody, but just the optics on the situation. I said, okay, we had the old lady who was very vocal about her straight down the red side,
right?
Who happened to be an older Caucasian lady. Said a voting official happened to be a black guy. And I was just like, there's a lot of things that could be going wrong here.
Right. Yeah.
It was just a lot going on. It was interesting.
And where were you at?
This is in Belton.
Oh, you were in Belton?
Yeah.
Oh, on top of that.
I'm surprised you didn't get shot.
No.
I'm saying it like Belton is like this is like crazy ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying though. Like I can see listen. I was at my parents' house this weekend. All right, the fucking guys came. The Democrats knocking on doors and shit. The block walkers. All right, dude comes up and I start chit chatting with him. I just happen to be there and I start chit chatting with him. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of talking, whatever. And then he was like, "Yeah, man, I've had a gun pulled on me." You know what I'm saying? By a Republican woman. She just pulled a gun out on me. And I was like, shit. He was like, yeah, I was just knocking on the door. As soon as I opened the door, there was a gun in my face.
See, that's
you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
it's
damn,
not funny.
bro.
Like, it's just wild. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's serious, bro.
Yeah.
It is
Crazy.
serious.
Man,
All right. So
that's
get out there and vote, but don't lose your lives.
So yeah.
Yeah. We're allowed to say, get out there and vote. That's all.
Right.
Just vote and don't be yelling what you're voting for in the middle of the voting.
Oh, she didn't care. She wanted
But she
everybody
didn't
to
care.
know.
Yeah. But
And I can tell you, there's a couple
this is
people
her
who
state.
there
Just
was
be
several
prepared.
people in the building who were
be
walking out of the
prepared.
building who wanted to stop and keep an eye on things.
Right.
Yeah, I
Of
bet.
course.
And I'm just like, hey, y'all have to understand that the election official, the voter official, his hands are tied. Like, there's
nothing
procedure
he
he
can
has
do.
to follow.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. If they catch a wind that you just handing out second ballots,
Right.
you really gonna have all hell break
Because
loose.
I mean, there's not enough information out there that like
Yeah.
of like the process on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if this happens. People don't know it. They just
they don't understand.
they
the
just go
process.
into a pure frenzy. You know what's real crazy? When I was in Afghanistan, the presidential race was going on. This is like 2009 or whatever. President Karzai was running against Abdullah. I may have talked about this on this podcast before. I feel like I have.
You probably have. It's
But
probably been a while. Refresh.
you know how they were voting? I don't know how they vote now. How they were voting were they stuck their finger in this
to see
ink.
who's voting, who hasn't, right?
Right, and they would vote with their finger or whatever in the ink, and then that ink wouldn't wash off
For days.
and that's how they can tell if you voted already. You had this ink on your finger. You know what I'm saying? There were some people that were getting their fingers chopped off. Or were threatening to get their fingers chopped off
Wrong
from
color.
Taliban. Wrong colors. You know, you can't just be walking around in Kabul
what you did.
with your
Exactly.
finger just hanging out. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Yeah, that's what was going on. So yeah, but I mean, they would take the ballots and carry them shits up on the donkey. You know what I'm saying? And they would count the ballots out. That's how they did that shit. Old school.
I mean,
You know what
some
I'm
of
saying?
this could have been user error. I mean, I'll say this: look, if you're going to voting,
It's
if you,
probably, most is probably user error.
I mean, I was like, there's an age gap here, but like, here's the thing though: if you don't understand, don't be embarrassed to ask.
Yeah.
Your vote matters. They're there to help. It's okay if it doesn't make sense.
Right.
This
I
lady,
haven't seen the machine, so I don't know how user friendly they truly are. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna go paper.
You gonna go paper?
Yeah. Scantron. That's my day. My time. It's plain simple, straight to the point. Slide it in, and you're good.
So you like to pick your own numbers. You don't quick pick.
No, I quick pick too,
Oh, okay. All right.
I ain't win shit.
but I don't win
shit
nothing.
either. Right.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm here with you guys still.
Right.
No. I was kidding.
Everybody go out and vote. But speaking of winning, this week in Boom Trap, we can
Oh man.
listen, man. Teachers got
Bringing the boom.
Teachers deal with a lot, man. Let's just be real.
Here comes the boom.
They're pretty much babysitters
Yeah, it is.
They're-
But,
that educate at the same time.
Underappreciated, underpaid, and they put up with a lot.
they basically are parenting your kids while you're working.
So if you were a teacher and you were a teacher of high school, you think you can manage?
Nope.
No, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do
No,
it.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be a high school teacher.
The only
How much would
way-
you have to get paid to be a high school teacher?
I don't know that you could pay me. I don't know, man. If I were going to be a high school
I'd probably
teacher, I'm
still
be
lose
honest
the
with you,
job.
I would have to be the most like boring ass, cookie cutter ass
Class.
Like, just I couldn't deal with no,
I'd have to have
with
like
no
an
real
elective
children.
class. Like I teach an elective class if I was in high school, just because I know a student is in that class more than likely because they wanted to be there.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Instead of
Yeah, I
someone
gotta
shoved
teach
into
AP
regular-
classes.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Something that you know that.
So I just got to be a coach. A coach
I
I was
teacher.
gonna say that too. That I gotta be a coach.
That ain't coach teacher.
Yeah.
but coaches are teachers too.
What's I'm saying? The coach teachers,
Specifically of my players
right?
too.
Oh yeah.
Because you got a little control.
Exactly. You got a lot
You
more
know what I'm
control.
saying? And usually coach teachers are pretty lenient. They're like,
they're
yo,
easy.
I'm not gonna make you read about Macbeth. We're gonna watch this fucking movie.
We're gonna watch the Macbeth movie.
Yeah.
And then 13th Warrior right after.
And then Toy Story for the fucking
And then we're gonna have a party.
I'm saying I got it.
I'm not a guy.
Right, and I'm gonna bring Cheetos and shit.
Right now. Right. I gotta do it because one of my favorite stories you ever told me, to quote one of your coaches, if they in there cutting up, I'm coming out to tell you, look, I'm telling y'all right now, we gonna run.
We gonna run. That's
we gonna run.
That's what he said. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, we gonna run. That's a sexist coach all day, bro. But no, the reason we're talking about this is that there's a teacher that was beating up on the kid. He threw his fist on him. All right,
He caught his ass too. That
first one was a doozy.
Yeah,
the second one was a doozy too because he knocked him on the ground. Oh, yeah. And I was like, yo, this teacher really thought. You could tell he was thinking about.
He thought about
it. He led up to it. When he took his glass off, I was like, oh,
I knew it was coming.
He about to do something.
I knew something was about to happen.
He's thought about this.
Deep breath.
that's the you know what that breath is? That breath is. I've been dealing with this shit for way too fucking long.
I'm tired of this shit.
I'm
tired of this shit. I'm too old for this shit.
Lieutenant Murtaugh.
He's thought about putting hands on that kid on that ride to work many times.
Oh yeah.
And when he took the glasses off, he said, "Okay, this is
it."
I can see what was going through his mind when he took the glasses off.
He
was like, "Well," he took the glasses off. He was like, and he said he was
time for a new job.
I know Home Depot is getting ready to hire up for the season.
Yep.
I mean,
they like me there. I'm always there.
I'm gonna lose maybe my pension, but I can make that back up by selling crack. I'm telling you, that's what was going through his fucking head. You know what I'm saying? He made a decision. He thought about his decision and he made a decision.
He did. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't, because you said basketball was thrown first. Yeah. And I'm like, I didn't see that, but if he didn't
most people don't see it. It's very quick and isn't in the beginning.
And if he didn't react with the fight immediately after that would have been like, oh, it was just in the heat of the moment.
Right.
But because he took his time and then it took that long for him to finally swing, he thought about it.
He went to jail. He got arrested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He got fired. He got all this shit. They got a GoFundMe going on right now because he's a music teacher, which is most likely an elective. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? But he's a music teacher. Apparently, like, people know him and know that he's like about his job. He's serious, whatever. Yeah. And then he just got fed up, bro. I just think he got fed up. That kid was
talking so much shit to him. Not that justifies it, but
it doesn't justify okay, listen. I'm not praising the teacher for beating up a child.
But he was talking to him like he was one of his homeboys or a dude that he was about to fight that's his age.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like,
but I could understand like reaching your limit. You know what I'm saying? And just saying fuck it. I'm not mad at him for reaching his limit and saying fuck it. I'm surprised that he lasted as this long. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The tea kettle fucking whistled.
Yeah.
It fucking whistled and he went in. You know,
right.
It's over. It was like, that's it. The steam is out. I'm about to give him these hands.
There's a GoFundMe right now. They were like trying to pay for his bail and shit. He had like a $50,000 bond and all this, you know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this.
Good luck to him in the future, man.
What are you doing if, you know, you're at work, you know, you to call your kid, hey, Mr. So-and-so put hands on me. Cause that's the other thing.
That's
you
a
do
good
something
question.
like that, now you gotta see the parents too. And I imagine.
Are you saying like the kid went home?
Yeah.
And he told his parents,
what if you're the parent and you hear
either
the
the kid or the principal's gotta call you
Right.
and say, hey, look,
I'm gonna watch because there's video.
Are you gonna watch the footage first, or are you gonna attack the dude? I'd watch the footage first, and then if your kid was the badass,
well, I mean, he was a badass, but he could have probably called like
he didn't have to
the security or whatever. He could have. There's some other thing. It looks like he was trying to do that at some point. You know what I'm saying? But if I wasn't the parent, and I seen that shit, there'd be a part of me that's like,
they kept taunting
fuck.
him.
I didn't know you was out here talking like this to people.
Yeah, taunting him like a grown adult over there. Why you shooting?
I have to address that. But I'm also be like, teacher, he should get whatever punishment he should
whatever
get.
he's gonna get. If he's fired, he's fired.
Yeah,
I don't beat his ass.
Right.
Because
you don't have the authority to beat my kid up. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad they're acting.
Exactly. And I was having that conversation with somebody like, you know, of course I'm going to the school. Right. Because it didn't matter what happens, you don't get to do that to the kid.
No. Right, period.
But after I'm done dealing with teacher, principal, everyone else, I'm still going to tell him in the car, but look, no one's allowed to put their hands on you. Right. But you dead wrong for how you were acting. And you had that coming.
I'm about to put my hands on you. For that.
You had that coming.
Because I didn't raise you like that.
You're going to get some hands now, right?
Exactly. Like, I got your back always, but you had that shit coming.
Listen, if my dad, he'd have been like,
your dad was playing.
Yeah, my dad would have been like, shit, get a couple licks in for me.
And Trillions, I met this man one time, and I know he ain't playing.
Well, fucking possibly like, Yo, get some bomb buckler licks in for me now. While we're in the subject of Boom Shop, we got to talk about Mac Miller, who passed away. We're all aware of that. We knew that it was possibly drug related, but it just came out, toxicology just came out and said that it was because of, cocaine and fentanyl.
Good Lord.
Deadly mixture of both.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay, let's just backtrack. All right. Let's just backtrack to the drug years. All right. The early 2000s. All right.
Yeah.
Do you remember anybody coming around here with fucking fentanyl?
No.
Fentanyl?
Not at all.
It's gotten crazy, man.
When did fentanyl? Okay, I know people was like, but when did fentanyl become like the thing?
Oh my God, that's past our time because we never heard that.
I've heard a lot of shit.
I got fentanyl.
Yo, hey,
You need some fentanyl?
I got Xannies, I got weed, I got ecstasy, and I got fentanyl.
When?
I've never
heard that in a sentence together ever.
Right.
Honestly, until this conversation right now.
Bro.
So I don't get, like, who put him onto that? Like, where was he? I guess it's also where
drugs.
you're at also too sometimes because other drugs are more prominent in other areas.
Also too, he's money access.
And that as well. Once you get to that status, you can get stuff that is not able to be getting, or you can't get in the hood, or
right.
I don't know. That's just wild.
I mean, when you got money like that, you probably can actually get a prescription for it.
Yeah,
throw the doctor, be like, "Cuz, just take some cash, stick it in his pocket, and be like, hook me up."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay, shit. You just gave me $2,000. Hell yeah,
right.
sure, whatever you need.
Well, look at what happened with the doc that was just feeding Michael Jackson all that shit.
Yeah.
Was he getting fentanyl too? Did he die from fentanyl?
No, that was that.
It was some other type of propofol or something.
Yeah.
But it goes to show that if you have enough money, there's someone out there who
you can
break the rules and give you what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, when you got the celebrity status, you
and if all it takes is a prescription to get something, someone will write you a script for the right amount of money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fuck yeah,
absolutely.
And
I mean, shit. When you got that much money, and you know what I mean, people, you could probably be friends with people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That know people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
I don't know any doctors like that.
Nah,
but I'm sure in like L.A. places that are full of celebrities.
Right.
Making millions off just writing bullshit scripts.
Oh yeah, most def.
Rubbing elbows, being invited to parties and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's like everybody has a price. So, like, hey man, I need this. No, you don't. I need 10,000. No, 20,000. No, 100,000.
Now we're talking.
He said, "Now we're talking."
Now
you're speaking my language.
Yeah,
my friend.
My friend. Yes, you are speaking my language. Do the bobblehead. The bobblehead. Yes, my friend. We gonna get fucked up for this, dog.
Yeah, for real.
Right? Y'all giving away the game.
Let's get up into respecting your elders. All right.
Don't bite the hand that
first.
feeds you.
Let's touch on Bad Boys 3 first.
Okay.
Because they've been okay. First of all, they've been teasing us with this bullshit for like almost 10 fucking years.
It's like the Friday. It's like the Friday movie.
It is like the Friday movie. Yeah.
Bad Boys 2 came out in 2003.
One's comedy, one's action.
That's disgusting.
2003,
bro. It's been almost 20 fucking years.
The year we graduated, bro.
Yeah. I remember seeing that too, and going to the movie theaters and seeing that. Yeah.
Golly, that's overboard. Come on.
There's a picture floating around, and it had Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Denzel Washington, and Jamie Foxx. It was like Bad Boys 3, and so everybody's like, "Yo, would you watch this or whatever?" And I listen, I'd only watch this shit if Jamie Foxx and Denzel were dirty cops
the bad
from
guys.
New York that Will and Martin had to take down.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I think that'd actually be a fire.
That'd be real good.
Fire as plot line.
That'd be real good.
I would like that
because they both played dirty cops before, right?
And
Jamie Foxx played dirty cop in Miami Vice. Yeah,
and you could actually have it to where it's like you don't even know that the dirty cop at first. You know, you might actually think that there's some good there. They're out there trying to get there, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Right.
You're like, oh shit!
You can do some really good plot twists with that.
Yeah. Will and Martin walk in on them when they're doing the bad deal or some shit, and you're like, oh, it's y'all.
You can have a good.
You had a setup. You know, the Hispanic people that were always there with them.
Yeah, there's like a couple of grape sodas. Yeah. Those guys.
Yeah. What if they get set up and like they're the bad cops? You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that, and it turns out it's the other one. So that'd be a dope plot.
Or Jamie Foxx and Denzel killed them. You know what I'm saying?
Killed the partner.
Yeah, killed the Mexican guys.
Or the friends.
Yeah. Because they hate him, but they don't. They love him too. You know what I'm saying? It's like
got their back. They help him.
You know, that's a good. Hey, let me direct this movie. All right,
We got some ideas.
Do you Scorsese? Do you Scorsese in this bitch?
Scorsese.
I was reading that. So they're saying maybe a 2020 release date, and then
I hate them because I feel like they said a 2019 release date at some point. I feel like they said a
know
2016 release date, a 2018 release date, 2019, 2020.
I don't know about y'all, but when I get these far release dates, I'm like, don't even tell me.
Yeah, don't even fucking tell me.
If it ain't coming out next 12 months, don't show me the preview.
I don't want to know that shit.
Well, what happened was you seen
that far ahead.
There's a video of Will Smith and he's with Martin, and he's like, "Yeah, it's finally happening." And I feel like y'all niggas do this shit every like 6 or 7 months.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
Here's another thing. So for the first
feel
two,
like it's happening.
For the first two, we had Michael Bay, not for the third one.
I'm cool with them switching to the director.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Less explosions.
Well, I'm cool with there being the action, but because I feel like Michael Bay, even though like he doesn't direct like plot and story that well, he does action pretty top notch.
Oh yeah, he does that.
You know
very
what I'm
well.
saying?
The scenes,
the plot,
car scenes on the highway.
His action scenes are top notch. But yeah, I mean the plot, the acting. You know what I'm saying? And he could direct funny scenes too, pretty well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to let them kind of freestyle and
he probably lets them do that shit.
Oh, he lets them freestyle.
Definitely.
Most definitely.
Like, we're gonna do 5 takes of this. We're gonna keep the best one.
Yeah. He's like, give me more nigga. That's fucking Michael Bay, bro. He knows how to capture that shit.
He's like,
let's be real.
Give me more brown sugar.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, I mean, I want to see it, but by the time it comes out, these motherfuckers are gonna be so fucking old. They talking about doing a part 4 too.
Nah.
These motherfuckers are gonna be so old.
You remember what I told you about this?
It's gonna be like life,
right?
You remember what I told you? This was no shade.
Right.
This was no shade, but I feel like one of these actors is more ready for this movie than the other. I ain't gonna say no names.
Okay, listen. That's probably what's going on. Trying to get Martin ready. They're like, Martin, listen, man, we were supposed to be doing 3 days.
Man. Come on, man. Come on, Martin.
Take it easy at Thanksgiving, all right? I know the holidays right around the corner. We have to start filming in February.
Right.
Please, Martin.
Will Smith's like ready to do his own stunts and shit.
We'll stay ready.
Yeah, he
We're
does
like,
stay ready.
hey, just have Martin move in with me. I'll keep him right.
Yeah. Well, shout out to them, man. Speaking of legendary movies with legendary duos.
Oh man.
Belly, that's right. You heard me.
You said legendary?
Legendary movies with legendary duos. All right,
that's legendary.
Belly just hit their 20-year mark.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
cue the applause.
Yeah, I'm cueing the applause. Yeah. Shouts out to DMX and Nasir for that fine acting, Oscar worthy.
Oh, God.
Oscar worthy. Cinematography
everything
on 100.
You didn't talk this nice about Denzel.
Level. You damn right.
Oh my God.
DMX.
Right,
DMX and
now
Belly.
I'm being rubbed a little
over
wrong.
DMX and Belly over Denzel in anything. All right.
You don't mean that.
I do mean that. All right. DMX and Belly.
What's up, AW?
Wait,
I know
get this man.
Wait. The scene where he's getting the scene that was I was like, yo, he's really fucking.
He's really into this.
Yo, when he was getting head in the car,
man.
When he was getting head in the car, my homeboy's like, yo, did you see that acting? This is years ago. Because he's on the phone with Keisha, right? And she's like, I love you, Buns. And he's like, I love you too. But he's getting head in the car, and he just drops the phone. While he's getting head. He doesn't even hang up.
And then it goes to the meme that we saw earlier.
Right. Oh shit, man.
That was top notch acting.
That was top notch acting.
It was.
They said they used real weed in the movie, so I wouldn't put it past. They were fucking for real.
Actually, yeah,
they getting real head too.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past at all. They're stars, movie stars.
They were movie stars, bro.
Movie stars, rappers, like
that shit was for the culture. Listen, this motherfucker be over here trying to say that ATL is better than Belly. He tried to say ATL is better than Belly. Okay,
I stand by this.
Do you see how gully Belly was, bro? Just the intro.
Yeah.
Steady, are you ready?
That's the best part of the movie.
That's not the best part of the
Yes,
movie,
it is.
bro. That's not the best part.
However do you want it? I just had to say that.
However do you need it?
I let it do it too.
However do you want it? Cold, fresh air. Oh, that shit's fire, bro.
Best part.
Fire. Oh, Black
Fire.
Lives.
One of the most fire intros in the movie ever.
Black Lives
ATL,
Change.
what was ATL doing? What was they skating and shit?
Skating, yeah.
Into the intro?
Okay, first of all.
It was
Backwards.
like
First of all.
Clifford Tip Harris.
We not
I know
gonna
the credits
disrespect
was rolling by their skates and shit. Get this shit the fuck out of here, dog.
Look, let's look
we had
at these
niggas
old
with,
favorite
niggas
movies.
with glowing contacts in their eyes.
Glow in the
Gangster.
dark
Busting on some
contacts.
G shit,
Glow
bro.
in the
Gangster
dark
shit.
contacts.
Hey, fear the contact.
Right.
No,
Shit was going down.
We had Big Boy out here shooting people.
We had the Jamaicans.
Big Boy was the most gangster person in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
bro,
was kind of
that
funny.
you said that was the best part of the movie. That wasn't even the best part. One of the best parts was when Ox was shooting everybody in his fucking mansion with the lights off while he was slizzard and high as shit.
The original Don Dada.
Oh, come on, bro.
When we look at some of these
Classic
old,
shit,
look
bro.
at some of these classic movies, Boys in the Hood, Minutes of Society, Paid in Full, all
Juice.
these bellies at the bottom of the
Bullshit,
list.
bro.
Yes, it is.
ATL is definitely at the bottom.
Oh no,
ATL.
I don't think ATL is on the
ATL is
list.
underneath.
Right. ATL is definitely
Negative.
underneath state property.
Negative.
No, I mean underneath the dirt.
Negative.
Listen, ATL,
Buried.
Okay, where
When
do
it
you
comes to
rank?
those other
Where do you
movies.
rank between Belly and Paid in Full?
Belly and Paid in Full.
Right.
I give it the belly.
You give the Belly
I give it the belly.
over Paid in Full?
I personally do.
Belly over Paid in Full.
Paid in Full is good. I like it too, but I honestly was more into Belly when it came out than I was with Paid in Full.
Okay, I can see that.
Like
I already know he's gonna say Paid in Full.
Yes.
I'm against the grain on that. I'm sorry.
Paid in Full was good, man.
It was good. It was. I'm not taking nothing away from it. I just was.
Mekhi
more
Phifer
into
was
Belly.
amazing.
Oh, hell yeah.
That scene in the car where he's, if a nigga look at me wrong, that was an amazing scene, bro.
The movie was great, and the rock behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it was more rappers showing some acting chops. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing though about Belly. Belly set it off.
It did. There would be no Paid in Full. I don't think. If
No, there would be no
Belly.
Paid in Full with no Belly. There would be no ATL with no Belly.
No,
ATL who? I'm gonna have to go with Belly.
because
have
other
to go
movies,
Belly, bro.
Other movies before that were more like they'd get
It was
a
gangster
rapper,
shit.
They'd get a rapper into actually a big production. It wasn't
Right.
just like the rappers making a movie.
This was like a rappers making a movie.
That's
Yeah.
what it ended up
He
being.
even
I mean,
had a
Master P and them were doing
rap
it,
video
but
director making a movie.
We had the
I
No
will say
Limit shit
this.
coming out. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Almost
the
No
hookup.
Limit. I got the hookup and
Baller blocking.
all those.
But see, Belly was before all that.
About it. Yeah.
Well, no. Belly wasn't before About It.
No,
About It.
So
was-
About It set it off, but at the same time, Belly kind of like took it to the next level where Master P and the rest of the movies, like I got the hookup, all them, they ended up not being like about it. You know what I'm saying? They were like on a different level, comedic, a little bit of this, that.
Yeah, there was comedic. And
So that was the kind of they fell off, and Belly just was like, we're gonna take it over, and this is where it's gonna go.
Belly
And they
had the
fucking-
cinematography. There was things that were just visually stunning about that movie. I don't care what you say, Black Todd. All right, it blows ATL out of water. Cinematography wise or whatever,
yeah.
visually blows it out the water.
Yeah.
Okay, blows it out the water, bro. Classic moments blows it
It's
out
like
the water.
HD to a camcorder.
Okay, it's pretty much what is HD to a camcorder. All right, it is, bro. I'm sorry.
Todd over here shaking his head like, blasphemous.
But here's the thing though. So you think if so is Paid in Full better than ATL?
Oh yes.
Hell yeah. We're gonna
Yes.
say that. Bro, you can't shut the fuck up. This is some bullshit. Paid in
This-
Full
you said-
Paid in Full isn't better than ATL.
You just said DMX over Denzel in anything.
Okay, yes.
That's why.
I said DMX and Belly over Denzel and anything. Come
on.
Is what I said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Come on now.
Hey,
Come on.
I know somebody listening right now like, yo, fucking turn this
AW gonna
fucking
get you out of paint.
I know, turn this bitch ass podcast
I'm
off.
with Denzel on that. Right. Personally, but
Do you remember in State Property?
but Denzel's not a rapper.
Do you remember in State Property when Beans at the end, the end scene, when Beans went on the shooting spree in the courtroom?
Yes, and you started taking it.
That was a fire ass scene.
That was.
Very violent, but fire.
Hell yeah. like they caught the essence of like violence.
That was violence, bro. That was some G.
Movies.
That was
Belly
some
Paid in Full.
Yo, State
fucking-
Property too. Yeah.
State Property. All
Those movies.
did
Yeah,
that.
they caught some
great.
violence. Yeah.
They actually
ATL though was
they
like,
opened a window to the game. A lot of those movies opened a window to the game.
was ATL PG-13?
It showed you how to skate.
You should just did.
Yo,
It was-
y'all being so
listen, you gotta compare ATL to Roll Bounce.
Okay, another cinema classic.
No.
Another cinema
Yo, get this
classic.
skater shit the fuck out of here,
Yes,
bro. This
Roll
shit's
Bounce
been-
is a
Hey,
great
if you want a great skating movie, Kids.
Oh shit! Good God!
Roll
that
Bounce.
That movie is crazy. Have you seen Kids?
It's not ringing a bell.
You have to watch. Okay, it's a cult classic.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's a coming of age movie.
When you get a chance, look for Kids
me
and
add
watch
to my
this
list.
movie.
Yes.
And
Casper's gonna blow your mind.
get back to us.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
That's
movie.
a wild movie.
Wild ass movie.
But back to Belly.
Right. No, Belly's a classic. Shouts out to Belly.
Shout out to Belly.
Williams.
Shout out to actually keeping it real and filming it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Keeping it like the props were real.
Yeah, they said Jay-Z was gonna what was he? What, Jay-Z was supposed to star as what?
Oh, they said he was like one off from having a lead role in the movie.
yeah,
Belly?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Could have seen
Damn, that would have been a live ass movie. If it was Jay-Z
Let
and
me
Nas.
ask you this. I know we've been pretty,
kind of crazy.
Consistently
been
saying
crazy.
on like a lot of, sequels to stuff or reboots to that where it's like, nah, I'm good. Would you ever want to see them redo that movie?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Belly?
Yeah.
Would you want to see a
he
sequel
said-
or a redo?
A sequel because he
Sequel
said
would be better.
I actually seen a DMX interview. I think it was on Breakfast Club maybe 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe less. But he said that they had ideas for doing Belly 20 years later because it was on it up to its 20-year anniversary.
they're gonna take
I
him
think
out.
Yeah, and
with
they
the-
had he actually kind of put down like a plot too, like of how like it would go if they did it. And it actually sounded like a decent plot. It just never
I think
did.
as far as we've come like with movies,
Right.
if they were to make one now, that one actually might be pretty good.
Well, DMX got way better of an act. He became a way better actor.
Hell yeah,
you know what I'm
time he
saying?
did.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because he ended up getting so many roles, and
There was-
he actually started working with some like actors that he had to step his game up.
oh yeah, he
with,
did.
so then
No,
it's
he
like,
ended up stepping his game up.
fuck yeah,
I will say that the acting in Belly was
subpar.
it was terrible, but acting in a lot of the old, okay, all right, whatever. Nigga.
Not Ox though.
Not Ox. That nigga was way too real.
Yeah, he like, that's me for real. Like that's how it probably was. It's like I'm just gonna act myself. I'm gonna be myself.
I love stuff.
We
when
love
you're like-
that.
I love stuff when you see something you're like, he's not acting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think he was acting.
I don't think
at
he
Just
was.
like
That's
in
him.
Power when I'm like 50's not acting.
Yeah,
He's
Or Cameron and Pay the Fool.
exactly. They're not
Yeah.
acting.
Nigga
Like
was
they're
not
just
acting.
being recorded.
That's who he is
exactly. Exactly.
as a person. I really feel like Cameron would be like, "You got 14 bics in that?" and shoot you, dog. Shouts out to hip hop movies, man. We gotta bring them back,
man.
Not shit like How High 2 with Lil Yachty. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, not
Yeah,
that.
I would like to see if there was a Belly remake, it'd have to be with J. Cole and Kendrick,
Oh, that'd be dope.
not Drake. Drake got to be the nigga that was eating a banana. That was like, I'm gonna drop down on them niggas.
See, here we go. Here we go.
That's Drake.
That's his role.
in a wig
His
with the
role.
glasses.
He would do it too.
He would do it. He would fucking
He would do it.
He put the wig
I don't
on.
like that shit.
That's just
I don't like that shit. I'm gonna drop it down on them
Don't
niggas.
you remember when he had on that Cat Williams wig? Remember?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He'd be perfect for that shit.
He would do it.
He would be perfect.
Fucking cornball.
Hey Drake, make it happen, man.
Right. Let's get it. What we gonna do? We want to.
shit.
Hey, real quick, this date right here. Did you see what this date is? We know what that date obviously is.
Oh no! See, I didn't. What's 12/7? What's 12/7/18?
Okay, so we all know December 7th has as Pearl Harbor Day, but this right here was tweeted out by Mr.
21 Savage.
21. Okay.
It's about to be a dark Christmas.
Yeah, Metro don't. Are we guys? That's gonna be a dark Christmas.
He said, "You a bitch, so you a bitch of dyke, nigga."
Yeah.
What he say?
I'm gonna say this.
So that mean your bitch.
I'm gonna say this before I won't get too much in that. I'm going to say this. We went through a little period when he was, talking about financial literacy and drinking water and taking vitamins.
Yeah.
He was at the slut walk and all that. But then I sent you the tweet in the Truth Be Told group chat when he said something about putting his nuts on somebody's head.
Yeah, he did.
And then some of the things he's been saying, so he about to give us what we've been waiting on.
He's
back.
Yeah,
He's back. 21 is back.
He's back, bro.
Back.
Yeah.
Coming with a vengeance.
But yeah, man, I had to put that out there because we've been talking about him. So
Hell yeah. Well, good,
Pretty
good to
exciting.
hear. And, yeah. The podcast is
like hearing a nigga
exciting.
whisper.
Yeah. When he started doing that, I was like, oh, he's doing the little yin yang.
Yeah.
He's
No.
Where do you see my
Wait, no.
I'm not even going there yet because they was making me mad online.
Yo, we gotta wait till the review to talk about that.
Okay,
We wait till the review
Okay.
to talk about
Yeah.
when we get into your girl.
It's time.
I like how you
It's time.
you played around that like you didn't
It's
want
time
to
to
get
part
to
of the
it.
show. I know everyone waits every week to say, are they going to do it again this week? Yes,
It's
we
happening.
are.
It's happening.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Robin.
Doing all that you do
Right.
to make this world a better place.
She
It's
didn't
funny how
really
you
do
just
nothing to
said
make
some
the...
whole
She
other
didn't really do
person's name.
shit.
You said Robin, right? Ain't that another?
No. Her name is Robin. Her real name.
Oh, well, it's funny you say Robin. And you're like,
Isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Robin,
you said right after, but ain't that what's her name?
Oh yeah, Robin
from-
Wright. Robin Wright. Yeah. Speaking of which, we finished. We literally just me and my chick just finished House of Cards.
Okay.
And that ending is upsetting.
Oh God.
It's upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
yeah. No. You have. They're sorry. No.
Fuck Kevin.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
It is. It
God
truly
damn
is.
it, Kevin.
It is truly his fault.
No, but I guess at one of the Trump rallies, they were getting a little live.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting a little turned. Mm-hmm. They were getting a little turned to Rihanna's music.
Oh
All right.
shit.
And I seen it actually happen on Twitter because I think it was a politician or somebody was like, "Yo, they're out here, they're live, everybody's out, but they're playing Rihanna in the background." And then the Rihanna Navy said, "Does Rihanna know this?" And everybody tagged her, and then Rihanna came out and was like, "I would never." What did she say to you? I know you have it memorized.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny. But basically, she said, not today.
She basically said, "Yeah."
She said, thanks for the heads up.
Not on my watch.
I don't want to be associated with this bullshit.
Pretty much.
This is the second time this happened in the last couple of weeks. Pharrell did it too.
Oh, so they was playing for real happy?
Pharrell said, nope.
Nigga, that don't make me happy.
So, okay, that's wild. Because they can't play nobody's music.
Yeah, at all. Nobody
Except
wants
like
to support it.
They can play
They
that Kid Rock.
all night.
They can play Kid Rock. That's about
They
it.
can play something. Yeah, something.
Definitely
yeah.
Kid Rock. Yeah, because Kid Rock is like, yeah, Trump all day, baby. Yeah.
Who else is like that? Nobody cares. But,
There's somebody, I know there's some country motherfuckers out there.
definitely support.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know it.
What's that motherfucker that be like, you fixed the, what did he say? He said, you named the dog and, no, you named the kids and now name the dog. What's the y'all ever heard this song?
No, bro.
Bro, if you hear this song, no, they be playing the fuck out of this song.
This is out of
It's
my...
Blake Shelton, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
God.
Oh,
yes.
man.
Hey, what I was gonna say is that they probably the person that they could get to do their like they could play music for is the dude who did Monday Night Football theme back in the day. The junior, whatever his name, the young. I can't remember his name, but you know. Oh, you ready for the football?
Oh yeah. That's
because he was supporting.
yeah. That's definitely a.
That's something you can
Trump.
hear. Put that in your rally.
We gotta put together the Trump soundtrack.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
We gotta put it together, dog. We gotta put it together for
Trump
for
that
reread.
bitch.
Trump that bitch. What's up?
Can we have the interludes too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh
You're
shit!
nothing but a typical power plant.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, that's
definitely
funny.
an intro.
Typical Buck Black.
That's
That's the
the
intro. That's the intro. That's the intro. What's up with Simone Biles?
Oh man, God, I don't know why I did that. All right,
That
I wanted to
was-
shout
that
her
was
out real
perfect.
quick. Simone Biles became the first American to win a medal at every event in the World
Oh,
Championship.
this is a gymnast girl, right?
Yeah,
That is what's up.
every event.
Yo, that's wild.
And it was just
Congratulations.
so crazy because it wasn't first, woman, not first African American,
It's
whatever. It's first
period.
American every event.
Damn.
So she's coming for y'all in the Olympics, just so y'all know.
Go get him, girl.
But good for her, man. Like that's huge.
Right.
That's
Hell
huge.
yeah.
So
It is you. That's a good
That's
look.
history. Shit.
Yeah, she ain't getting as much props as I see.
Yeah, she needs.
Right.
She deserves more.
Right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
something that ain't never been done. Shit.
Right. Cardi is
She signed with Reebok Classics.
Oh.
So another endorsement deal. These shoe companies are all out there just picking them up left and right.
Speaking of which, I did this is kind of off a little bit. I did see the Air Maxes from the Drake the Toronto Air Max. Have you seen those?
Which
I don't know. I just seen them.
I don't
on
know much
IG.
about shoes, but which
Oh, get the look at this nigga's J's. Look at his Jordans, bro.
no.
Bro,
Hey, he just baited you into this.
I can't help but get a rise out of them sometimes.
get the fuck out of here,
No,
bro.
you talking about those white ones?
Bro,
he was wearing
these
the other
Jordans
day?
he got, he's never worn them before.
This is not true.
This is the first time he's
These
ever
have
worn
been
them.
at least 7 times.
Bro, he can still lick the bottom of the shoe right now.
At least 7
At
times.
least 7 times, and he had these. He pre-ordered these when he was 12.
At least 7
Get the
times.
fuck out of here with this red patent leather.
Oh my god!
You talking about those white ones he was wearing the other day?
What's that?
Those white ones he was wearing the other day?
I just seen on Instagram he posted these. They look fire. I'm gonna be real. They look fire.
Hey, that checks over stripes life is real for him.
Yeah,
he gets
he-
exclusive,
bro.
They give him OVOJs.
Oh man!
Bro,
Nike's out here because those Cortezes that K-Dot got are clean too.
those are clean. The Kung Fu Kennies.
They are doing some cool shit with some of these people.
Yeah, no, they are.
And
I
it's
can't
dope,
front.
not just athletes. I'm like, that's really cool. They're
Yeah.
artists too.
Right.
That
I
is
think
dope.
that if I was Drake, I would definitely give a pair to Eminem. Because that's all Eminem rocks is the Air Maxes.
yeah.
So I would definitely give those him because that's definitely gonna create way more buzz into the shoe. Look, I'm about to show you these.
There's some Eminem Retro 4s that are like super limited. Yeah, those are the ones I was thinking of.
Yeah, those is clean, bro. I can't front.
No, Nike's out here, man. Nike's out here.
Yeah.
I mean, Reebok's been doing things. Puma's been pushing hard the last couple years.
Yeah,
They're picking up a lot of basketball players lately too, and they're not typically a basketball brand.
right,
but
right.
They've been doing a lot.
Damn, man, hip hop is really out here, bro.
Those are definitely nice.
Those are
are nice.
They clean.
Yeah, those are nice because I mean, I go to the shoe store these days and everything's fabric. I don't want to buy that shit. Like those actually look like they have a little bit more to it than just one little piece of fabric.
Right.
Where I don't know, shoes haven't been the same lately. You gotta kind
Well, I
of
think
look
there's-
for the right pair these days. It's not they don't. It's not like to me. I go to the store and it's not like I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I don't know what I want. There's so
Right.
much selection. It's like I'll find one. It's like, yeah, that stands out more than the rest
Right.
in my eyes. Yeah, not everybody's like
You
that.
know, I fell off the sneaker game a long time ago. I'm gonna be real with you. All right.
too.
They drop too many shoes way too often. It is a expensive hobby if you really want to keep up with it.
So how's it going?
Speaking of
so how's
shoes,
it going? Now,
I retired a long time ago.
Are you going to next year's ComplexCon? Have you seen the shit that went down? I've been kind of following some of the ComplexCon shit that's
There
been
was some
going
people,
on.
again, I don't keep up with this as much, but there's some people that went all the way out there for this limited release just for this shit to get canceled and put online.
I
They
seen
was
that.
hot.
Yeah, I seen
What?
that. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
It's a little too crazy. And like we talked about this, one time before. That was one of the reasons why Nike changed when and how they release a lot of their stuff.
Right.
Because, they used to do those midnight releases on Friday.
Oh,
They stopped
shit,
doing
yeah.
that, moved them to Saturday mornings. And then they pushed a lot of stuff. They have something called the Sneakers app where they do a lot of it through there.
The raffle kind of thing.
Not necessarily, but like in a way, yes. Like you can do it, you do your thing, boom, they'll let you know if you get it or not. And another thing, the reason they did that was to fight bots because there was a big problem with people using bots. So you have to do a couple more verifications now.
Right.
Yeah.
That and people were getting robbed and killed and all that shit. It's not that
That's
serious.
just wild.
Right,
Like,
right.
That shit what happening. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
really not that serious for them.
Yeah, so it's
For
a
the
little wild
sneakers.
out here in the shoe world.
Yeah. Which you're a part of.
Yeah.
No, I retired a long time ago. I told y'all this.
You perpetuate the stereotypes.
Hey.
I do. Wow.
You be out here. Listen, you don't think Black Todd has put a gun in nobody's face for some Jordans? Bro, he put a gun in some. Bro,
right.
look at this.
That's the blood. That is the blood of the man he took the
Jordans that he has on. These were literally. I can tell they've been robbed from somebody else. They just got that look to them.
What?
You
Y'all
know what I'm
just saying?
saying?
Making shit up about.
It's like, yo, is this his size feet, or is he squeezing them in because he robbed them
No,
from
see,
somebody
normally,
else?
see, this is a blessing and a curse. One, they don't make as many in my size, but it's also not the highest in demand either. So,
What
So
size
it makes
you
sense
wear?
that you would rob
14.
someone. It makes sense that you rob someone if they had your size.
No.
'cause it's hard to get them.
I ain't never robbed nobody.
That's exactly right. You know how hard it is to find these Jordans in the size 14?
It's not hard.
That's a size 13 right there, bro. Those are that's theft, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I do it all on the sneakers app, man.
No, I don't want to hear that,
I
bro.
do it all. There's
I got
okay, look, okay.
Sneakers app.
If you remember those green LeBrons from like 2 weeks ago, those are the ones I told you about I had to get from like middle of nowhere America.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
That's the one exception.
He's killed somebody. He's got blood on his hands.
Someone's
sneakers,
body's
bro.
in the middle of
I give
nowhere.
up.
Bro, just be
America.
I give up.
There's somebody that's in the dumpster right now, dog. With
Shoeless.
with just his socks. With two bullet wounds into the head, bro. All right.
I
He
give up.
just got his socks on, and his Jordans are
Right.
on Matt's feet or in his closet. One or the other.
I give up.
One or the other.
I give up.
With BT carved into his chest. Leave his
BT,
signature.
that's funny. BT.
Right. But shout out to Cardi and her
Calling
Reebok
card
deal.
and shit.
I know, right? BT.
You've been touched by Todd.
I'm just gonna leave the little podcast flyer right.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, Truth Be Told did this to you.
Oh shit.
Yes, so let's get into some news for the culture.
This was actually ComplexCon too. What I was about to say.
The Shield versus Tech. Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
You want to start with that then?
Yeah.
Since
So,
we're,
this was
segueing.
something I was reading earlier. I thought was actually pretty interesting. So, one of the things we're looking at, we were kind of discussing technology versus, being in the booth. So what happened was, one of the guys that works for Travis Scott was saying that they didn't have Drake's Sicko Mode verse until the day Astroworld released.
Holy hell.
Right?
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy to think about. Nowadays.
Did they hear the verse, or that was the first time they heard it?
They just
That I'd have to
throw
read
it on
deeper
there?
to see, and I'll look into that. But there was a panel, and I guess No ID was also on the panel. And he was saying
Yeah, I
that
wanted to see that.
he believes that this is from the article. He believes that some people have allowed technology to interfere with the face-to-face communication and connection he deems necessary for successful production. So nowadays, a lot of times when you have features of people on, it's just send the track, send it back, send
Right.
back and forth.
You don't see
Email.
a lot of in the studio together nowadays,
Right.
unless
It's less
been a
organic
long
that
time.
way.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
unless
since
it's people
been
from
like
the
that.
same camp, you don't see it as often.
Some people do that though. Some people.
There is
Some
some,
people
and
are
I
willing
definitely.
to. If they fucks with each other like that, then yeah, if it's about business and just making a song, a lot of times they don't.
I think sometimes, man, it makes for better when you have both of them in there because when I was I only listened to Moneybagg Yo's album for one song, and it was because J. Cole was on it. Yeah, and I just want to hear that real quick because I didn't know what it was gonna sound like with J. Cole, and it sounded exactly how I would expect it to sound. Like J. Cole got the song with the verse open, he heard it, put his verse on there, and sent it back. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like it's a Moneybagg Yo song with a J. Cole feature, not a Moneybagg Yo and J. Cole song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They collaborated. They didn't get that feel.
Which I was kind of hoping that I would see like that mix, but it didn't really happen. Because you're right, everybody is going through technology. I mean, we did that.
Yeah, we've done it. Yeah,
right. I don't think there was ever a time, and most of the time it's because one, a lot of indie artists don't have the capital to be sitting in the studio all fucking day long.
Yeah,
that's true.
Paying by the hour to try to craft songs
on top of traveling
freely
to whoever or wherever the person you're collaborating with
right.
is. Because if they're not in the same city, state, I mean, what you got to someone's got to make a move
Right.
to get in that same studio.
Right.
And that's a lot of time that ain't gonna happen.
I've always wanted to sit there with a producer, just like, one producer.
Yeah.
And craft like 10 songs with them.
Yeah.
And like, yo, like, and
really collaborate.
be a part of the production. Like, yo, I don't like what you did with that snare. Do it like this. I think I'll flow better with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing this and he's like, oh no, you shouldn't say it like that. You should say it like this.
Exactly.
Or maybe you should put this hook in there and like really craft like a project that you can only get from those two people being together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That anybody else couldn't just
Quality.
walk in and create the same thing. Like, it has to be you two there to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to do that.
Quality
It's,
shit.
I definitely think there's something to be said for having people like there in the room, and it's funny because you talk about how like indie artists you don't have the money, just be in there all day and night waiting on someone else and blah blah blah. And on the flip side, when you have the big artists who do have the money and the resource, hell, they got their own studios,
Right.
getting their schedules to line up.
Exactly.
They are on separate sides of the country. You know,
They got tours.
it's
they're
impossible.
on,
Yeah,
boats and
everybody's
shit.
on
Yeah.
tour all year long. You know, it's crazy, but it's interesting. It was so funny about when I think of that song in particular. Further in that in the verse, when when they're doing the back and forth with the like a light stuff and all that,
Right.
well, like, I'm just thinking like picturing something like that in the studio would probably have been very entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah. You talking about they're both like on the
If
same
they were
microphone?
like at both, or not,
Going back and
hell, not
forth,
even the
but-
same mic. If they could just see each other.
Right.
Like, they could be no thing but see each other. I could think, man, that's
it's more energy that way, man.
yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? The
Like,
energy
when I
is
think
there.
of when y'all were putting me onto the Central Texas playlist, you had me listen to a track. There's like 10 people on it. I'm sorry I'm forgetting their names. But you were saying, it was like, some All-Stars, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
What was their,
But there's like 10 people
No,
on
I
that
feel
track.
you, right.
It's one after they're just yelling.
you talking about,
And I was-
about DSR.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I did so.
But I was like,
Throwbacks.
Dirty
This-
South
this-
Riders.
Yes,
It's
the fat
funny.
bastard. Yeah, no. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Though? It's
Right,
like, man,
but you hear the energy in that.
Exactly.
You can tell they were all in the same studio.
Yeah.
You can hear them in the background, like, man, it's just
Feeding
get you
off
more,
of each other.
Yeah, you feed off each other. You just get more
exactly.
hype.
They're like,
Yeah.
there's just say you're sitting there waiting, and maybe you already went.
Right.
And you say
yeah.
someone gets in there and just blazes it, and you're like, oh no, hell no.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
for real.
rip your page off, throw
Right.
it away.
See, that's
And you might be in there all night, but it's
So
funny.
that's-
And
that's
then-
And
that's-
to get quality.
exactly. That's how you make good shit. But you know
and
what?
you can tell though.
the old guard was like that. Okay, the new guard, they're not
Exactly
about that
where
shit.
I was
They're
going
not.
because
You know what I'm
I was laughing at how Anderson
Check
Paak's
about
project's
it.
about to drop, and he said, "Oh, we're done." And then a couple days ago, he's like, "Dre pulled me back in the studio, even though we were already done."
Right.
And I'm like, "See, because Dre's from the old school,
Right.
Yeah.
and he's known for being that perfectionist." You're going to come in and you're going to sit in there with him
We're gonna
all
work this
day
out.
and night for a week. He don't care.
Oh yeah.
And
You
even, some of the even someone like Game, who he's a bit more the older guard, you
Right.
know, even he was like, man, this dude, like,
Overboard.
his work ethic is, and just that drive for perfection. Like,
Uh-huh.
Dre's going to get you in the studio, but look at the work he puts out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Quality
get
stuff
quality.
that lasts a lifetime.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how you get it.
yeah. I mean, if you got the opportunity to make your shit organic like that, to go in there with the producer and say, "Yo, let's do everything from scratch right here, right now. Let's just spend the next 5 days like just creating."
Do that shit.
Do that shit.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because that's where the magic is going to happen at. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you can
where you
always
come out
get
with
beats from a
something good.
producer and just rap over the beats. I mean, anybody can do that, man. But to like sit there and like create some shit from scratch that involves your both of your input at the same time, it's a little bit harder, but it's probably way more fun.
Oh yeah, way more
You know what I'm saying?
fun. The process, is way more fun.
Yeah,
Especially
especially if you don't have-
challenging, but fun. And then,
Yeah.
but the thing is, then you hear it.
Right.
Like in the product, when someone's listening to it, they hear it. They're like, almost like you're saying you heard the track and you're like, you could tell they weren't there.
Right.
You'll hear it and you're like, damn, like the DSR, they're
Right.
together.
Yeah.
So you'll get that whole, they fed off each other. You can actually realize, kind of like when me and Mike would be in the studio for like that 254 song where we had like similar, where we had it where we broke down our verse exactly right with the same spot, but on my verse was different, and but we had the exact same thing.
Right,
Where, I got hoes songs like "Gotta make a hoe, take a hoe." Like we kind of each had our own little breakdown.
That's true.
Like,
That's true. You just that's so true because you create those little moments that we had a song we did a song called I got hoes.
Yeah,
Right? It's a disgusting song.
yeah, it is.
I need to hear this.
It's when we were in high school, man.
High
all
school,
right?
we're young.
I hope nobody finds this song. I'm not even gonna say where you can find it either.
Yeah.
Because you can find it. There's a bunch you can find it online, but I'm not gonna tell you where you can find it.
This might have to be a 15-second review.
Yeah, but no, there's a part in the song where the beat kind of breaks down a certain type of way, and I think Mike was the one that he kind of started off, and he rapped a certain way over this part of the beat, and so like, now it was like, okay, so
I'm gonna do that too, but say my own thing,
right? And we all had our own little thing that would go into this one little part of the beat because we all had this same break in the verse. You know what I'm saying? So we all had our little thing, but that just comes from like feeding off each other. Like, yo, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna do my thing, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just don't, you don't hear that no more. You don't even hear that. You don't even hear it in group rap albums.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Too much. Yeah, it's like they're still doing their own thing, and then they just at the end they're like, yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Yeah, it's like. It's better than...
Oh, yeah. Like, I record all my verses, but I wasn't there for the final product. It's like, damn, nigga, y'all don't even mix this shit together? What the fuck?
Like, yeah, you gotta be there. I mean, you get great shit when you're there.
Everybody be there, all right?
Best advice you ever get in your life.
We'll let you hear the song after the podcast.
I'm looking forward to this.
It's not for the podcast, all right?
That's not.
This link will not be in the description.
There is a parental advisory at the beginning of this podcast, but that's not enough for this song.
That's not enough for this song at all. It's our song. We won't get much time. We still can't put it on. Right? That's how bad.
Right. Let's get into this. Now we've heard a lot of producers drop recently. Mm-hmm. A lot more producers are dropping their own albums more than before, I would say.
Yeah.
And it got me asking the question of sometimes we run across production from a producer that's fire when somebody's rapping on it, but then they try to take it and they try to create their own albums with their production, sometimes where they're rapping on it, and it's not... Sometimes it's not really.
For some reason, it doesn't blend.
It doesn't. Like, what do you think that? What do you think that is?
Blending with yourself. I don't know. I think it's just. Okay, I think it's the same reason. I'm going to compare it to Ben Affleck doing the Batman movie. It's the same reason why he's not going to eventually. He ended up not being the director, the actor, and and everything. The writer. The writer. Like. It's the same reason in a sense of where it's like, it's just too much. And it's like you're overworking yourself. And then you're your worst critic. So you're kind of going to always, you probably had a great song at one point, but then you didn't like it. And you start tweaking and everything and you kind of mess it up. Right. And a lot of times that might be happening to where it's like they just kept fucking with it because it's like in their eyes, it's like, it's their beat. It's their verse. It's everything. It's just all them to where it's like, you're doing too much. Let someone else take a little bit of stress off you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let someone else make the production and you make a song on it, or you do the production and feature a person on it. Like.
So, one of the only people that I feel like can do this effectively is Kanye West.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like Kanye West kept the best beats for him. So, like, producers like, yo, I'm keeping it on for myself, but it's like, yeah, that one was all right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But Kanye really did keep the best beats for himself.
Oh, he did. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
His album showed it.
Yeah. But like Pharrell, so Pharrell's biggest hits are not with Pharrell on it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
It's just not. Especially Jay-Z. Jay-Z picks beats made by Pharrell better than Pharrell picks for his own albums.
Yeah.
Which is fucking bananas to me. You know what I'm saying?
It is crazy.
Or maybe it's just people just make the beats and they don't know how to ride their own beat.
Or maybe Pharrell just has a different taste for his own album. It's like, I like this more, like where Jay-Z's like, this is dope. And it's like, in ours, like, that is a lot doper. But then Pharrell just in his
he's like, it's a throwaway for him?
These are actually, it's his throwaway. And then in his mind is like, this is my favorite production right here. Yeah. And it's just real awkward to us, but then that's just his being artistic, like the way he presents his art.
Right.
In a sense. And I mean, not all art is for everybody. You go to an art exhibit, you look at one thing, you're like, what the hell is that? But then someone over there is looking at it and they're like, this is my life. This is my life in the painting. It's like,
red dot.
And it's just like, you're like, what the hell? But that's just kind of how, maybe it's kind of coming out like that, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
It's so funny because like this isn't going to make sense, but like they have the ear while at the same time not having the ear. Like, obviously, you have that ear because you make these amazing things,
right?
But at the same time, you don't have the ear to pick the right ones,
right?
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think of when Timberland put his out? Remember the shock value? He did 2 of those.
Yeah, he did.
I'm trying to think which one I like more. I think which one had the kind of rock songs on it. Was that Shock Value 1?
I think it was
two?
one.
I think that was the first.
The one that had like
what's it?
wipe that smile all off your fucking face. The one that had whatever that rock group was. Fallout Boy. Right?
Was that the second one or the first one?
There was a couple. He had a track on there with Dr. Dre on there. That was actually kind of fire.
That shit was
All right,
dope
you
song.
think the first one's also the one that had Apologize with One Republic.
That's the one.
That
I
was a
think.
dope- that was a dope song.
Yeah.
And the track above that featured Fallout Boy.
Yeah.
That's
that
it.
one. It was
That's
the
that
first
one.
album.
That was pretty fire.
It's a fire album, yeah.
Because you know why? That showcased Timbaland was way more spread out with his sound than people thought. It wasn't just like rapper Tim. There was a couple rapper Tim tracks in there, like Old Timbaland. I think that was the first track, right? There was a couple rapper tracks in there, but then there was the rock tracks. There was the kind of
Justin
techno
Timberlake's
vibes.
all over this album.
No.
Bro, that song I think is number 6 and number 5 with Dr. Dre
That shit
and
go
Justin
hard.
Timberlake.
Yes.
Yeah, bounce.
See, Bounce with Missy Elliott.
With your
too.
ass like a
That's
pickup.
true.
Right.
That shit went hard.
Yeah. That was a hot album.
That was a hot album.
Yeah. I don't remember 2 that much.
Damn, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna listen to that shit again.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna listen to that shit
It's been
too.
a while, but that shit was dope.
That was a fire ass album. Yeah. I like that one.
I know. I remember I was jamming that shit for like over a month straight. Like I had that shit in my deck for a while. Like,
Bro, I was jamming the fuck out of that one too. Yeah.
The second one, just kind of scrolling through real quick, there's only 2 tracks that I remember getting played a lot, and it was Carry Out with Justin Timberlake and Say Something with Drake. The other ones in here, I'm like track 3 featured JoJo.
I got JoJo.
I really gotta
See?
remember that shit.
Which JoJo?
The singer.
I'm like, I need to listen to this real quick, but I can't go on there. But
Like, which JoJo? Casey and JoJo or
no.
JoJo from River and Son?
JoJo, no, not that one.
Which JoJo, nigga?
I'll listen while you talking.
Yo, but no, I know. I just feel like the producers sometimes they think they holding on to the fire, but they're not really
But they're holding on to the ash.
Yeah.
Man, damn.
Yo, you wildin'. So they're holding on to the ash.
Like,
I respect that.
That's burnt out already.
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah, seriously though, it's kind of a shame that it ends up that way because with the production they give with everyone else, you're thinking like, I can't wait for their album.
Maybe too they're producing for the artist.
More
right?
than anything,
Like
catering to
me
that.
and Bleak be smoking that la la la.
Yeah.
Nigga, the 4 to 5. That beat was fire, bro.
Fire.
I don't understand how Pharrell let that one go.
Maybe he built that around the
Around
song.
Jay-Z? That's what I'm saying.
Around the song, yeah, like you're saying, yeah. Maybe the
Jay-Z
song's
killed that
going,
shit.
and then he's like,
Maybe.
I can make something
That
with
was a legend. That was legendary
That
bars
la-
from
fuck
Jay-Z.
yeah.
Maybe
Right?
he's just that good that he knows, like, I can't do this beat justice.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think
that
anybody
beat-
knew Jay-Z was gonna kill that beat like he did.
Yeah, but that beat was just so good. Maybe he just knew, like, I can't do to this what.
Matter of fact, that was the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
It was. That's one of my favorite soundtracks.
Yeah,
by the way.
it was.
I
Listen
think
to
I got that CD somewhere.
All right.
When you listen to Pharrell album, you know you're not gonna get that, that la la la. You're not gonna get that sound.
If you're a 10,
necessarily.
chances you're with him. If you a 5, you know you're riding with them. Hey, he was killing that shit.
He was. See, yeah, he wouldn't have that on his album unless he was featuring Jay-Z on it. It wouldn't just be his song, that type. Like, you're not gonna get that vibe from Pharrell completely. You'll have it esque type because it's a Pharrell production. His shit's very similar.
Right, you
but-
know his sound.
But it's not. You're not gonna get that type of track on a Pharrell album, and it's just Pharrell on it.
Right.
It won't sound right.
Right.
So yeah, maybe like Todd was saying, maybe he kind of like, yeah, I know I won't do it justice. So
Right.
I could see that too.
Some of that NERD shit was actually pretty fire though.
Yeah. Well, that
Some of Pharrell's best music when he's on the track is when it kind of strays away from being hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, I mean, hey.
Hey, that's kind of him though. I mean,
It is.
Skateboard P.
Yeah. I mean, it is good.
Legendary Skateboard P.
Straight up.
Shouts out to Pharrell.
Shout out to Chad too. Where you at, man?
Time for the motherfucking reviews, nigga. Yes, and shouts out to Chad too. Okay, wait a minute. Now here's the problem.
Exactly.
Y'all.
Here's the problem.
So let me look at the timer left. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, we got about 30 minutes left. All right.
I just want to say this. Rappers,
We can make these real quick.
artists,
Like
y'all need to
Okay, we've all-
communicate with one another.
Did anybody listen?
as well as
Did anybody listen to Moneybag?
No.
Did anybody listen to K Camp?
Moneybag? No.
Moneybag dropped an
yeah,
album.
no.
Shout out to him, but I'm sorry I did not listen.
I didn't listen to Moneybag.
So I have
either.
to say Moneybags, no.
I did listen to the J. Cole song. That was it.
That
Did
makes
anybody listen to
sense.
K Camp?
I did not. Shout out to K Camp.
I did not.
All
Shout out
right.
to
Was
K
it-
Camp. We didn't get a
Okay,
chance.
the rest of these,
all have been touched.
we've all listened to these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least someone has heard them. Yeah.
But the main reviews that we're going to be doing this week are going to be Takeoff, Metro, and Vince. Because that's the one that we all.
I thought I was the only one listening to Vince.
No, I didn't.
I listened to
How about Swizz?
75% of
You didn't
Vince.
listen to Swizz, though?
No, I didn't.
Nah, okay.
I listened to Swizz.
I heard Swizz too.
I listened to Gibbs and Spitter. I didn't listen to Action Bronson. Who
I
listened
did.
to that? You did?
I listened to Action, the Exhibit.
You listened to Exhibit and them?
them?
Okay, you listened to Ortiz?
And then Ortiz.
Okay, so you give us, we'll give you some
I'll give you some
slight
pointers.
reviews on those.
Yeah.
But let's start off with, I'm going to just start off with the Gangsta Gibbs
Okay.
and Spitter. I know y'all didn't listen to
Go
it.
ahead. Give us what you got.
For people that have, that like Freddie Gibbs, this should be right up your alley.
No.
If you like Currency, I guess this would be right up your alley too. But if you fell off from Currency,
Yeah, I was gonna say which currency
at some point, this is a step up from what he's been putting out recently.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of showed out a little bit. I knew this was going to happen.
You feel he did just because Freddie Gibbs is on there?
Of course.
I got to step it up.
But Freddie Gibbs is on here just saying shit like, you can't fade me like Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just saying like wild shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I appreciate. I think the whole thing is produced by The Alchemist.
Oh, hell
So you know the beats that's going on. Yeah. But it's a quick solid little project from him. I appreciated
How long
it.
was it?
It felt like a good maybe 30 minutes. It's a little
Like
EP. Yeah, it's not really like an EP, but it feels like an EP.
I got you.
Do
It's
you
maybe
think-
like 10 or 11 songs.
Do you think that the timing of their drop was on purpose?
Oh, of course. They dropped like on a Tuesday before all this other shit.
Yeah.
Before all this shit, yeah, I think they did.
They were just trying to get their hits up,
get ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Right.
They're like we're gonna need this because we're about to catch up with everything.
Yeah,
coming
and
out.
because some of these ones that are getting
Lord.
skipped, this is no shade to anybody, but this is a whole lot of music to drop in one day. This is crazy.
Bro, it's fucking bananas.
Oh, and
bro.
that's not even all of it. That's
Right,
Crazy.
we
No,
missed
it's not even all
somebody.
of it. We're definitely missing a couple. Couple other ones. And there's
Wow.
other people that have dropped within in the past week. That some dropped on like the 31st. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a good maybe 20 to 25 albums, hip hop albums that dropped. It's
That shit's
fucking
wild.
disgusting.
Yeah,
I want to throw hands.
Y'all need to communicate.
I'm saying
real.
y'all need to talk. Like in this day and age when you can really just drop when you want to. I think if I'm seeing all this happen, even if I was planning on dropping, I might be like, you know what?
I'm gonna hold back.
I'm waiting a week.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
I'm gonna let this shit air out.
Yeah, unless I really had a rollout going on, which we talked about doesn't happen as much nowadays anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, y'all.
That shit is wild.
Blame it on a sample clearance if you got to.
As far as a few standout tracks on this Freddie Gibbs and Currency, I definitely like Bundy and Sincere. Let me ask you, do you know who Bundy and Sincere is? Oh, you don't, huh? What about you? You know who Bundy and Sincere is?
Sincere.
Bundy and Sincere.
No, Bundy and Sincere. No, no. Go ahead and enlighten me.
Y'all niggas ain't for the culture.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas not for the culture.
Tell me who it is, and I'll
That's
point it out myself.
Belly. That's
Oh.
Sincere is Nas
Oh, well,
and Buns, Tommy Buns, Bundy.
get out of here.
That's who it is. So that's what they named the song, Bundy and Sincere, Currency,
Okay.
which is it's tied in with the timing of the belly shit.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just saying, y'all not
Look at
not
you.
for the culture. You can't fade me like Thanos. All right, my favorite bar for that whole album, dog. That's my favorite bar for this whole album.
I can feel that. Like you really,
Fuck outta here.
you really love that.
But yeah, so yeah, it was good, man. I liked it. It's got some hard beats on it. You would like it.
Yeah,
You would like it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Most
say I
def.
might have to check that one out. I'm kind of mad that I didn't. I just
Yeah,
You saw
it's
that.
too much. It's too much. I get it. If I gave it on a scale of 1 to 10, real quick, I give it a beat wise altogether. I'd say I give it a good 8.5. 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, I was gonna give it 8, but that 0.5 comes from that can't fade me like Thanos.
Hey,
I'm about to get it on the t-shirt. You niggas can't fade me like Thanos.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to Swizz.
Swizz Beatz the monster.
We really about to review like 7 albums, and this is fucking disgusting.
This is
These are quick reviews though.
Yeah,
all
we're
right.
not gonna spend all day on these.
Swizz Beatz dropped his album.
Remember his name again? I can't remember his name.
Swizz Beatz' real name?
Yeah.
It's like Rashad or some shit like that. I don't know. He looks like a fucking Rashad, doesn't he? Like a badass Rashad in fucking New York. He dropped his album Poison. All right. Swizz Beatz the monster.
Yeah, Swizz Beatz is also known as Kasim Dean.
That's what it is. Kasim. Yep, that's right. You're right.
Kasim Dean.
Right. I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah, remember Dean Wah?
D&Y, yeah, from Rough Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, legends. So you got any
anything to say?
any thoughts on this off top?
He took it back to 2000, like early 2000. That's immediately the feel like with production. Like I feel like he stuck in early 2000 and he didn't really. I don't know, like he needs to get a little out of that, but kind of like move forward with it. You know, it feels like it's stuck. The production, like he brought some of his old beats out.
Yeah, it kind of felt a little lazy, but you know what though?
They're good though. Good beats. They brought me back to those days. Not to say they weren't good beats, but it's just like a lot of those instruments ain't being really.
I feel like Swizz could have did better.
Yeah. Oh, he could have.
You know what I'm saying? Because okay, let's think about this. On to the next one from Jay-Z.
He had a couple of standouts that I did like though.
Such as?
Yeah. The fucking 2 Chainz beat.
Okay, I can rock with that one.
That beat.
That song's actually kind of hard.
Yes, that's
how he's yelling in there.
Yes.
That's my favorite song.
That's my.
That's my favorite song on the album. Actually, I can't front.
Of course,
I can't front.
Yeah, that shit was dope. I like that one.
Cold Blooded was cool.
Pusha T, he had some bars in there.
You know, he did have some bars, but you know, the song was
Nas's was deep.
Yeah, okay, Nas's was deep. I will say this about this. Something Dirty Pig Got Us, the one with Kendrick Lamar.
No.
I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one.
I was upset.
I don't know about the blending of those sounds.
We didn't get Kendrick really.
No, we really didn't. We just got him we got a Kendrick hook out of him.
Yeah, it's like, but that's not really putting them together to me. It's like, you needed more. I wanted
it kind of felt like he tried to force these sounds, these artists together onto one song.
What I was expecting when I heard them going, I wanted to hear, you know, Jada and Styles P go back and forth. Then I wanted to hear like Jada and Kendrick, then Styles P and Kendrick, you know, like kind of doing like a back and forth type rap.
That'd have been a creative way to do it.
That's how Kendrick
ain't got no time for this.
But yeah, Kendrick was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I gave you a hook. Leave me alone, nigga.
But then I have to say I was a little hot take alert. Hot take.
Uh-oh.
I was actually it wasn't that bad of a Young Thug verse.
Hey, look at you, you sick fuck you.
Because he didn't do no. No, he
was actually rapping on
and
there.
I was like, thank you.
I try
That's
to tell
all
you,
I want from you.
If you let Young Thug like actually rap, sometimes he be spitting some shit. I can't front.
It wasn't that bad. Like it was a shocker to me.
Wow.
That one.
Right. This is a big deal.
This is a very big deal.
Any new Trillions, you don't realize it, but this is a big deal.
Yo, Riffa does not like Young Thug.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But that's what I want from him. And I've said it before. I've said
go
back to listen to it. No, go back to the old ones. And I shut up. I say that he has potential if he fucking would just do it right, because he has a lot of talent. He has the resources.
Said Young Thug
all that
was trash
shit.
AF.
Oh, yeah, he is. He is. He
said Young Thug is trash AF.
Yeah, I did say
that. You know I named that for the last episode, right?
I did know that?
Okay.
I did say that.
Yeah, trash
and
AF.
if I didn't say it the last episode, I said it right now.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
But this song was different because he actually rapped and didn't do his he didn't whine.
Right.
It didn't sound like he was trying to be Lil Wayne on here.
No, you're right. He didn't.
So that's it. But 2 Chainz was the standout of all of it.
It was okay. Yeah, that's my favorite song on there. Just the hype, how turned it was.
Yeah.
The beat.
That beat was that's what
the
it
hook.
Be.
2 Chainz coming in when he starts rapping. It was great.
It was what I wanted from 2 Chainz. So I was like, yes, there you go.
Yeah.
And Jim Jones, come on, man.
You didn't like it?
I wanted more vintage Jim Jones ad libs. Like, you know,
Where the fuck are those ad libs, bro?
That.
Those ad libs.
I didn't get that. I was like, come on, Jim.
Goonies. He be saying some wild shit back there. The East Coast, they used to. That's what they do. He be doing that shit, and fucking Uncle Murder be doing that shit. Where is that shit at?
I want that crazy.
That's
crazy
an art.
ad-libs. That is, because the way he used to do that shit.
And right now is the era of ad libs.
I'm over here walking in my sandals, moccasins. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what?
It's never been a better time for ad libs than right now.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Straight up. So
on the Swizz Beatz.
On that note, I was a little disappointed with that. I was like, come on, Jim. But Jim still did his thing. Right. He just didn't give us the ad libs.
No, he did his thing. He had his flows on there. He did his
flow. Jim Jones flow.
Jim Jones flow, yeah.
But
we'll be giving some a scale of 1 to 10, man.
Yeah, overall 1 to 10. I'm gonna have to give it 7.
7?
7. Yeah, 7. I'm gonna go 7 because he needed to step it up more. Swizz Beatz, like, there's so much more he could do with it.
So much
day
more.
And age.
So much more. I'm just surprised that some of the beats on here with the fact that he put out some hits. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking about like the song that he did with Drake way back. You fancy, huh? I'm thinking about that beat and how that didn't sound like a Swizz Beatz beat.
It sounded like he was progressing and maybe taking like going a different direction, maybe even, or, you know, his repertoire.
It's like you did these beats. Yeah, I'm just some of these beats, because I remember Swizz Beatz' first album. Yeah, right. He had some dope beats on there, some different like crazy beats on there
that stood out. Like
this was very basic type. So I give us a 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. 5.5. Yeah.
I'm just putting the highest one for each.
Okay, bet.
Let's see what one's the day.
Do we want to get to these other ones before we get to the main ones here?
Yeah, let's go jump over this side.
Yeah, just go action.
I didn't hear action, so
yeah. Well, we'll go with Action Bronson. I listened to Action Bronson. What was it called again? White Bronco.
White Bronco.
Yeah, I wonder what is that about? I wonder.
The OJ.
Yeah. Just look it up. But the thing is, I didn't hear nothing really referencing OJ throughout the whole album. Like,
really?
I thought that it'd be a little bit more. He occasionally talk about White Bronco, but I thought I'd hear more stuff about like
maybe like skits of just OJ talking or something,
something like that. Yeah. Didn't really get that.
Damn, man,
it felt like, honestly, it did feel like a slight downgrade from the last one,
right?
You know, from his last album, and I don't even remember what I gave his last album, so I kind of almost don't want to give it a. I think
we gave it somewhere in like the 8s or the 7s and something. 8.5 or something like that. It might have been
actually around there. And yeah, to be honest, I feel like this one's probably more of a 7.
7.
Like, I mean,
do you think it's because he's not as focused? Like he's got too much shit going on?
It could be.
To focus really on rap?
If you like Action Bronson's raps, and to me, it just felt like a step down because I wanted something more. It could be possibly just the same, but I feel like it's a step down because I wanted more. And
when you say you wanted more, you wanted just...
I wanted him to progress a little bit, you know, not just to give us like the same
that he's been doing.
Because that's kind of how he's been with me. It's like, it's the same.
Well, I've noticed that as he's been doing this, his musical reach has been shrinking.
Yeah. I bet. Because he's over here doing TV too much. He's everywhere else. And he's not focused.
You can't do two things at once, man. No rapper, anybody that was a rapper that became an actor became a trash rapper after.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know of any rapper that's an actor and doing both successfully.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
You can't. It's take too much of a time commitment.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't balance that shit.
Your brain won't, like Common, okay?
Yeah.
Common became, the better an actor he became,
the worst rapper.
The worst rapper, the less we hear from him, the less we even want to hear from him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing that I wanted to check out was, that I'd say check out is the Brutal song with Mayhem Lauren. Because
is that fire?
It was alright. It was pretty good.
That's a keeper?
Pretty good. That's a keeper.
Keepable?
Definitely. And, I think, Ring, if I remember Ring Ring, or maybe it was Picasso's Ear. It was one of the last songs that was also a standout to me. It was pretty alright. It was pretty good. But overall, yeah, like I said, it was like a 7. It wasn't really.
I'm gonna check it out if they don't drop a bunch of shit this week coming up. I'm gonna just check it out, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, monsters. Another one that I didn't check out was the triplet between Exhibit,
Serial killers,
Be Real, and Dimrick. A lot of people don't know who Dimrick is. He's a West Coast dude.
That's right, yeah.
Indie, on the come up, on the rise. I think he's from maybe, I want to say Berkeley or maybe the Bay Area. Yeah.
He went in.
No. I've been following him on the underground scene for a minute. He's pretty underground, bro.
It was definitely a trio I wasn't expecting. Like Exhibit, Be Real, and Demrick.
I'm interested. I'm curious to see how Exhibit sounds.
Exhibit, it sounds like he wants to pimp your ride.
He's rapping. He was like, "We put a fish tank in your gas can."
Yo, I own several seasons of that show on DVD.
Yo, that show used to be fire.
I love that show, man.
I've definitely binged.
Yeah, I did too. And I always thought, why hasn't he came to my house yet?
Right. Like, damn, I want a fish tank in my
I want it in my core.
Right.
No.
And you know what? Speaking of rapping and acting, he was on Empire for a while.
It was?
Yeah.
Damn, I fell off of Empire.
Actually, I do recall that he was on there for a little
himself.
bit. Yeah, being Exhibit. That's right. He was being Exhibit. That's right. But nah, I like the name of the album, Day of the Dead. I mean, Serial Killers, Day of the Dead. It's really, the album's pretty dark, when it comes to that. I mean, and of course, yeah, it's pretty dark. Exhibit's over here, talking about, what's called, Cypress Hill taught you how to kill a man. I'm gonna teach you how to get away with it and shit like that. And just, you can just hear his voice doing it. I just kind of did it a little bit.
You kind of did it a little bit, yeah.
Get away with it. No, anyway, it's short. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little EP?
Yeah, it is a little EP. It's literally less than 20 minutes. So
okay,
it's
that's
not
a real
long.
short.
It's 1945. It's 19,
we probably could reviewed all these.
Yeah, you could.
We probably could listen to all these at least twice.
I think Action Bronson was even short. Like that thing was like less than 30 minutes. Also,
maybe that's what's going on too, bro. All these albums are dropping, but they're just short. They're short as shit.
But you know what though? If you take in 10 albums, like how much you really
really taking in?
No.
Yeah, you have to run through them. You have to run through them a few times to be able to really start soaking them in.
Oh yeah,
you
do.
You can't run through them once.
That's why I didn't listen to at least twice for most of them.
Right.
Like Action Bronson, I didn't hear twice.
Right.
I got to say.
And two of these took
and
big priority over
I
others
didn't hear
for
twice
me.
either.
Right.
I only heard that one once, but with this one, I mean, it actually did surprise me. I was shocked because I was thinking, I don't know how this trio is going to do.
Right.
It actually meshed pretty well. Demrick was spitting on there.
No, he could spit.
He was spitting on there. Exhibit, he gave me kind of what I expected. That same feel. It was almost like, to me, hearing Exhibit, I was just happy to hear him and just spitting. It didn't even matter that he was spitting kind of the way he always. Right, spit.
Just happy to hear him.
It was happy to hear. I was happy to hear him and just be like, there you go.
Yeah,
you still got your bars. You can still spit.
That's what I'm saying. I was curious more about Exhibit than anything because I've heard Demrick and I've heard Be Real. I just haven't heard Exhibit in a long ass time.
Be Real actually.
Since Concentrate. Concentrate.
Hell yeah.
I think that was the last time I heard Exhibit.
I think that was the last time.
I may have heard something in between our feature or something, but
possibly
that's the last thing I remember.
I'll Be Real. There's a few tracks that was like, I didn't even realize it was Be Real. I was like, that's Be Real. It's like, okay, sound a little. He didn't have his quite high voice pitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on some of these. And I was like, okay. And like I said, Demrick killed it. And
Be Real's still active out here. He's been active out here for a while.
Active, yeah. I mean, this album was short, but almost I can say kind of straight to the point. Clean cut. You know what I'm saying? Like they put it well. It felt like they worked together on this.
They probably did.
Like they actually were.
They probably just smoked weed and just rapped.
I wouldn't doubt that shit. I mean,
we're giggling and shit.
They got a song called Jalisco Medicine. It's like Mexico City is Jalisco and then medicine. They're talking about weed, fruit punch.
This is probably his anthem.
Right up my alley.
His anthem EP.
Right up my alley.
He was like, "Yo, I love it. I mean, it's great.
It is a very good.
It's perfect.
It is a very good. It's not perfect. It's not perfect.
I love everything about it,
but it is good. I did like it. I did like the album. And I wouldn't mind like them continuing this trio and
Right.
coming out with another like Serial Killers 2 or whatever they wanted to do.
Right.
You know, maybe even come up with just a different, you know, you got Serial Killers 1 and you got like a different kind of thing, like mass murderers
Right.
on the second. Hey, talk to me. I got some ideas too.
What you give us on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, I gave this one an 8.
8?
Yeah. Well, if it was longer, it might have got more. I mean, it was just short, clean cut, straight to the point, but it was good. It was definitely good, worth listening to. Just definitely, you know, the reason I didn't give it more, I felt like a little more length, more than 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, give us 30 minutes and it probably could have been an 8.5, you know?
Right.
Like, still, I mean, obviously this ain't going to be like a 9 or a 10 because, I mean, it's just, I mean, Demrick's part could possibly give it the 8.5 actually
Right.
because, yeah, Demrick, he killed it.
I've heard him on a
Check
few
it
things,
out.
man.
I'd say check it out because, I mean, exhibit for nostalgia just to hear him again. Be real if you want to just hear some Cypress Hillish type music.
Right.
And then Demrick if you want to hear
like
some bars.
real rapper.
Yeah,
shit.
there you go. Cause yeah, that's exactly. So go check it out. That's a good one. Not bad.
Speaking of bars,
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta get to this Joell Ortiz.
Yes.
Don't give me too much. Don't spill too much. Just give me a quick base run around.
A quick base run.
All right.
Base run around is I gave it a 9.5.
Damn, did you?
9 to 9.5.
9 to 9.5?
Yeah. Somewhere between there. Boy got them bars still. And what he's spitting is like, it's real rap. Like, he's even putting it out there that he's like about what's out here right now. He's even talking about that and he's like, you know.
Did he talk about Joe Budden at all?
If he did it subliminally, I might have not caught it. I don't recall hearing Joe, like him actually saying Joe Budden's name. I don't recall hearing.
You don't think he spoke anything about the slaughterhouse shit?
To be honest,
Just kind of kept his
I think
peace.
he may have kept his peace, but I may have not caught it. I know you look a little deeper into that.
That's what I want.
didn't even think of that, honestly.
That's the main thing that I'm really interested in hearing if you had anything to say about that, because Crooked Eye has something to say, Joe Budden has had something to say, Eminem has said something to say, Royce has said some things too, here and there. We haven't heard shit from Ortiz about that shit.
It's very true.
At all.
I didn't even think about that. There may have been some shit in there that now you may want to hear it again thinking of that, because honestly, I just wanted to hear bars.
Right.
You know, and,
I want to hear bars too.
But yeah,
but I also want to hear his side.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
and
man.
they probably do have it in there. I just didn't even think of that.
I'm going to listen to this tomorrow.
Yeah, the album's called Mona Lisa, if y'all don't know what it is. And it's Apollo Brown, Joell Ortiz. I guess Apollo Brown's a producer.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
I'm guessing
because no other person raps on here but Joell Ortiz.
Somebody's going to be like, you don't know who the fuck Apollo Brown is? The backpacker in like the Bronx.
Oh.
You don't know who the fuck Apollo Brown is? No, nigga. From Texas, nigga. Shit.
Nah, but
you don't know who the fuck Maxo Cream is? Bitch ass nigga.
He got a track, one feature on here, and it's of course Royce the 5'9".
I don't know it would be Royce.
Why wouldn't it be Royce?
I just knew that it would be Royce. I just knew it would be Royce. I just knew it.
And that song's called Timberland Up. That shit.
Dear Tim's.
Hey. And that fits perfect with
Damn
that.
it.
Shit. There's some standout tracks like a motherfucker out here. Yeah, that's just fucking hilarious.
That roast video is so funny, man.
Nah.
But no.
You gotta definitely check this album out though, because if you want to hear like bars, hip hop in its essence, you know what I'm saying? Joell's always had that. You know what I'm saying? He always has that bars and he'll spit some shit that might go over your head. You gotta hear it a couple times.
Right.
Get it. It's just dope.
But I like to hear like people that are lyrical, like talk about just like average, normal, everyday shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a song on here called Cocaine Fingertips.
I like that.
And then you got Grace of God. That's a dope ass track. Right. Features DJ Los. I don't know. I mean, it's a DJ fucking with it, I guess.
We're gonna check it out.
Check it out.
Now let's get to the main events of reviews. Which I want to start with?
Ring the bell.
I say we start with
Vince,
because that's a quick one.
All right, we're gonna review Vince Staples, your boy. Here's one thing about Vince Staples. I like Vince Staples, but sometimes I don't like that nigga.
Let's call him Vincent.
Let's call him Vincent.
Jamal Staples.
Okay, all right.
See, I know why you don't like him sometimes, because Sometimes he does and says these things that remind you of his age.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know it stresses you out.
It does. I'm just like, bro, just stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know some of it is too, is kind of slightly him trolling, you know what I'm saying? But he do be saying some wild shit sometimes. I'm like, bro, you know that shit ain't true, bro. Like, just stop running your mouth. You know what I'm saying? But I do fuck with Vince Staples. I fuck a lot of his takes, and I do fuck with his music sometimes. You know what I'm saying? The last album that he dropped, the one that we reviewed,
Big Fish Theory,
which didn't really sound like your normal.
I loved that album,
rap album.
Yeah,
it was dope.
It definitely sounded different.
It was definitely different, which I appreciate. I appreciate people taking risk, right? But I noticed that whenever somebody does take a risk, they usually come back down to where they were before. But it's like these new things they've learned while taking that risk, they bring with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like he did it on this album. Like he brought some of that Big Fish shit to it, but he was like, but I'm going to get back to my normal shit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
To my Bay Area.
Right. No, he's from
No, not Bay. No, yeah, you're right.
He's from Long Beach, I think.
Yeah, North Long Beach, yeah.
North side Long Beach. Hosts need abortions.
Edit that.
No, we can't say that shit no
Can't
more.
say that no more, bro.
What'd you think of this? The project's called FM for anyone who didn't know.
Yeah, FM.
What'd you think of that theme of it being basically like a radio show with those big boy, put in here and there?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I liked the kind of the skits. It did kind of give like the radio vibe or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know the reason why he was doing that or what the reasoning was.
Yeah, for real.
But I do like the concept.
I like it. Yeah, it's always good to actually hear people putting concepts into their album or to see them doing it, because a lot of people don't. You'll see the cover album while they have it, and you don't hear nothing about it on the album.
It's really an EP when you really think about it. Yeah. Because you got these little interludes and stuff. But I'm just trying to figure out why would somebody that would have, I don't want to say hatred or disdain for the old school or the old way of doing things, but don't really have respect for the old shit. Why this nigga would be making an EP that sounded like a radio show?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that he would want nothing to do with the radio. Rebel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I would think from my perspective, seeing
what he's done.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but I also think that so everyone in the game pretty much has huge respect for Big Boy and his show, obviously. But at the same time, we're also in a time now where everything from the 90s is cool again. So maybe he appreciates that throwback. Because you're right. Terrestrial radio as a whole is like, man, what the fuck?
Right.
But just a thought. I don't know if that's the reason or not, but it could.
That might have something to do with it.
We've in these last couple of years, man, everything from 90s is coming back.
Right.
The shows, the movies, fashion, everything.
That's true. That may be the exact reason why he did this shit.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
They did say, I saw some early reports just saying it's looking like he's going to do anywhere from 16 to 19,000 on first week.
That sounds about right. Because I don't think this was that's what I'm saying. I don't think this was like a full album rollout release. I think this was just like a little thing.
An interlude to the album.
Right. I think he just kind of put out something.
A week or so before, he's like, new music coming. Right. And I thought it was going to be a track.
No, you dropped this.
Then we had the whole thing.
A couple songs that I liked. I did like the Outside song. I like this Run the Bands.
Run the Band.
I knew you liked
Run the Band.
I like Run the Bands.
Run the Band. That was my actually.
Feels like Summer was my top pick.
I do like Fun. We Ain't Fucking Up Nothing.
Yeah.
We just want to have fun. I like that song. All right. Now, this with this new Earl Sweatshirt thing and this brand new Tiger
interlude.
Are these actual songs? Are these actual songs that are going to come out?
That's a good question. I was thinking the same thing. Like, is this really like a preview?
Right.
Or I mean, you're telling us like it's new, or is this just a part of the whole concept of it being radio?
Right.
And you're just like kind of putting that in as a little play.
Right. Are these your homies or?
And they're like, oh yeah, I'm down to do that. And it's like, motherfucker, we want that real song.
Right. Right. For real.
But yeah, I wonder. That is a good question. Maybe we'll find out. You know, maybe we'll find out with time if Takeoff some come out with the song.
Oh no, man! I think it's solid. I think the production on here was pretty dope. It doesn't sound like it's a rap album, but it doesn't sound like your typical rap album.
Well, that's
Vince is, he's definitely. Well, you know what, man? Like
he likes to push those boundaries, and I like that.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that about him too. He's he doesn't have any fear with pushing boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I gotta respect that. He may not be like the most lyrical guy or whatever, but it fits for what he's got going. He's still young, man. Like he's not even like grown man level yet.
He's still talented.
Imagine Vince Staples at like 31.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
He's only 25.
Exactly. Bro. And just with the talent he has already I mean, like you said, he may not have like the best bars and all that, but the talent is there, and with time, you only perfect it. Especially if you stick to it, and you can tell he's sticking to it because I mean everything is still unique.
Right.
You know, it's not like he's falling into what everyone else wants to sound like or sound like everybody else. Right now, he's doing his own thing, and he's doing it well because he stands out.
What y'all give this on a scale of 1 to 10? Want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Beat wise, it was pretty decent. Lyrics, your normal Vince Staples. Solid little project. I give this a say like 7.5.
I was just saying that
7.5. Yeah,
I'm over here going 7.5.
Yeah,
I had him at 6.5, so we're all around that 6 to 7-ish. Okay.
You got 7.5 too?
Yeah, that's what I was wording that before you said. I was over here going 7.5.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that you did it. So,
and I don't know if this is the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was just like a warm up. Then we got another project.
Right.
I would prefer to see that because I mean it hasn't been a crazy long time, but it's been a little bit of a minute since Big Fish Theory.
In rap game time,
in 2018 rap game, it's been 10 years.
It's been 75 years.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because you're supposed to drop every week.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
That's what music's.
That's true. 2018 rap game. It's been a decade since his last project.
I know this is so crazy, dog.
It really is.
We're so disgusting now.
I would like to see a bigger full project from him.
Right.
So I guess we'll see.
Like the full rundown.
It might come, but like you just said, today he might drop 3 more albums by Christmas.
If he drops another album by Christmas, bro, I'm gonna quit listening to rap.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done, bro.
June of 17, for real. That's crazy.
June of 17?
Yeah, June.
Oh, it has been.
June 23rd, 17 was when the Big Fish Theory came out.
Damn.
June 23rd, 17.
We've been doing this podcast for a long time.
Good Lord.
We've been doing this podcast for a long ass time.
What I'm saying is, like, it took him that long to come out another.
In 2018, that's a long
ass time. Yeah, you can get forgotten.
So who you think you Kendrick?
And what's wild?
Oh no, nigga, you're not
taking
Kendrick.
a year off.
You can't do that.
What's wild
take a year off.
What's wild is you're doing this under Def Jam.
It's really almost a year and a half.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
back, earlier day. I won't even say back in the day. It must sound washed, but like. Back then, like, okay, normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay-Z used to drop an album the same time every year. Right?
Normal.
And that was like, damn, bro, slow down. You know what I'm saying?
You got that pro project, you're like, all right, we're not getting nothing for a year, but that's fine. Yeah. But also, this project gonna rock for a year.
Yep.
At least 9 months.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have Trippie Redd is about to drop another. I just seen Trippie Redd's about to drop something else. He just dropped something.
I ain't reviewing that one.
Yo, he just dropped some shit.
It was only a couple weeks ago.
That's what it feels like, bro. I'm going to skip that one.
We were still in the 130s.
We probably
I was gonna say, how long was that last one? Because if it was only like
that was a full project.
Okay. I was gonna say, if it was short, maybe this is just an addition to it, and he just spread them out.
Right. Well, we'll see. Your boy. Who we going with?
Okay.
You gonna go take off?
Over here doing motions and shit.
your boy,
Oh man.
the last rocket. Take off, mama.
Let's go ahead and let's get this out right now. Was this better than Quavo's project?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go and say yes too.
And we're gonna have to call him his real name.
Oh, he got a good one.
I bet you it's like Tartavius.
It's Kirschnick.
No, it's not Tartavius.
No,
it's Kirsch.
Take offiness or I don't know.
It's not
Tartavius.
Tartavius.
What the hell you come up with that?
He's going with Quavius and Tartavius. Like take out. What the? It's Kirschnick.
Nah, we call him Tartavius.
Kirschnick Carey Ball. That is his name.
Bro, what the wait?
Kirschnick Carey Ball.
Kirschnick Kari
Or
Ball.
Kari. Yeah, Kari probably. Yeah, Kari. I say Kari.
Kirschnick. Yo, what kind of name is this, bro? Kirschnick.
That I did not see that coming.
That's wild.
When
No one saw a
first
Takeoff
heard-
album coming at first. So.
When we heard Last Memory, we all had the same reaction, which, well, Riffa might not have, but at first we were both like, oh, this, we talked about this last week too. We're like, hey, this song kind of hard.
No, it bangs.
Oh, I was with it. I was with it.
We got
too.
the video and everything. We're like, this is pretty good, which I thought was already a good sign.
Yeah.
Right.
But for someone who I guess gets the least acclaim out of the group, just, Quavo's been a front face, Offset stays in headlines. He's very much been the least talked about.
Yeah.
Part of me didn't know what to expect.
I didn't know what to expect either.
So I thought that when we heard Quavo's project was what I thought it would be. But again, I didn't know what to expect here, but I thought this was actually not bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
Not bad at all.
I won't go as far as to say it's like 100% fire.
Nah.
But
There's some kinks.
there've been some kinks, but I do. I like some of the songs. Now some of the shit gets a little repetitive, just the style of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hearing like the kind of the same style like through and throughout, which some of it's cool. Like some of the tracks I really like this Insomnia track.
Insomnia went hard.
That's one of my favorite tracks on there. I like Lead the Wave. I like She Gon' Wink.
She gonna wink, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Once you get past all the talking on Martian,
Play, yeah.
that beat, that back half of the song,
Oh yeah, no,
fire.
Bro,
Which
the
one?
beat is dope.
Martian.
So let's talk about the beats on here. What y'all think about the beats?
I think he did a good job of choosing beats that will work for him and his style of rap.
And the takeoff
And the
kind of vibe,
concept.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
So,
He did a good job with the selection.
I feel like his beats are a little bit more. I don't want to say complex because
then what?
than everybody else.
From Migos.
Yeah. Then
Okay.
well, I don't want to say Offset because I'm not really sure what Offset, but
Well, that's true.
as
We
far as
haven't gotten
Quavo
that
and the
myself.
Migos as a whole,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like his beats,
Stood out.
they give you room to actually say something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and not make it so much about the flow or the style, right? Like he could, on some of these tracks, it do sound like he's trying to say some shit and he picked the right beats to say some shit. Whether or not you feel like he's saying some shit, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? To decide.
To what?
I felt like some of it he was saying some shit, but other times I was just like, all right, this is my normal Migos content.
Yeah.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
I think we get so used to like club banger type albums from them, or really slaps when you're in the car type songs from them. I felt like he took a couple risks on this one, like whereas Quavo didn't necessarily.
Right.
So like on Infatuation,
Right.
never in my life would I thought I'd have heard anyone from the Migos with music like that on the song.
I know
You ain't lying.
that shit was kind of crazy.
You ain't lying.
But it worked though.
Yeah, he
Right.
took a chance and it worked.
Right.
It did work
They're gonna
for
play it on the radio.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
They
yeah,
absolutely
they
are.
Now that's a single.
That's definitely gonna be the scene.
See, remember, I know y'all remember when I was talking about it and we heard Last Memory and I was all like, see, this is dope. He's not doing nothing with the voice and this and that. And you're like, oh, he's gonna do the voice shit. They're gonna have that. Of course they did.
Of course.
And
yeah.
immediately it happened on the second track.
Right.
And I was like,
You don't like She
here
Gon'
we
Wink?
go.
Right.
But I would have to say is, yeah, She Gon' Wink did grow.
It does grow on you.
It does. That
The
was
first
more
time I
like-
was just like, oh yeah, I was like, here's Amigos track.
Yes,
you know what I'm
that's how I
saying?
felt.
And then after a few times hearing it, I was like, all right, yeah, I kind of like this one a little bit.
This is a Takeoff track. Yeah. Like that's what it turns like. Okay, we got this. He got this. Takeoff is not. He like I said. Before I was like, I always felt like he was, pushed to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like people weren't giving him a chance because he's not in the headlines and all that. So he just kind of was under the radar. I kind of seen that he had the potential and that he could possibly do this, and he, like you said, I won't say it's great, but he didn't disappoint.
No, he didn't. But you know what I do think though? I think that his album would go a little bit further if it wasn't drowned out by all of these other fucking albums right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I think if it was just kind of him and maybe somebody else, he would be talked about a lot more. This past week he would. Yes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's getting talked about as much because you had too much. You had 15 fucking rappers drop. Yeah. And nobody could, it's divided up between everybody. You just
either your preference, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear this. I want to hear that. So people are getting completely skipped because there's so much.
There's so much of this shit.
One other thing I thought was interesting, when you pull up the album, you're looking at track listing, you see 12 songs, you see the song names, right? When you pull up Quavo's project, 19 songs, and you see 11 features.
Yeah.
That's true.
I thought was interesting.
So, yeah.
There wasn't if you're right. It was, except for, I think I heard Offset.
Which I really don't even count as a feature. I almost let those like freebies.
I feel what you're saying. Like it's gonna happen, right?
But even if the fact, like, let's say features are there, but you don't just have them listed, because you know what happens when you list them,
right?
People go and they're like, oh, so whereas like look at like what happened on Astro World.
Yeah,
right. We're listening, we're like, oh, that's so and so. Oh, that's so
right.
So I kind of like when they almost don't list them beforehand, because you know what people are gonna do.
Just let it be. Exactly. They'll skip tracks. Pick
unfortunately, just because like we were talking about how he's not necessarily the front man of the group, I feel like the Quavo project picked up a big chunk of listens just because it's Quavo's project,
right?
And how he dropped with nobody else. Songs. Yeah, nobody else dropped right then at the same time like this was.
Right. Yeah, like when someone tells you, "Oh yeah, this is my project," and I have these, because he showed who's going to be featured on it before it even came out,
right?
And so people are like, oh, well, when you see it on there, oh, this one featuring Drake, everyone's going to go click on the song.
Right.
Even though the song wasn't that great.
Right.
And so from what I was reading, it looked like they were saying he's probably going to be somewhere 35 to 50 on his first week. And they said by comparison, Quavo did about 90, 99.
That seems about right.
As expected.
Yeah. But I'm actually kind of surprised he's doing a little more than Vince, but Vince hasn't been out in a while. Takeoff is on tour right now.
Yeah.
He's out here lighting up everything. So I kind of expect that.
I hope they give him a little bit of showtime, man. Like they got, I think, 8 shows left on that tour. It'd be nice for him to at least do Last Memory. Give him a little shine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give him a little shine.
They're probably gonna. I'm thinking they're probably gonna run right back into tour again, or they're gonna do separate
tours, their own solo.
Yeah, you know what I think they're gonna do?
Their own solo tours.
I think
do one tour with them solo.
I think they do all 3 of them, but it's rotating.
Right, yeah, it's them doing their solo tracks.
Yeah, they
solo cuts and shit.
Boom, 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 and then they come together for ones.
Yeah, that would be a dope way to do it.
Yeah,
because they're dropping these albums and then they're
a way to make money
right when they're kind of dying off the buzz of Culture 2. And then going right back into
the solo.
Yeah, shit, they've been on tour for a long time. I think they've done 50 plus shows. There's 8 more to go.
Well, at this point too, they're actually big. They're actually big enough now that I think that they could do. They don't have to be on the same tour. Like they could do, like say for instance, there's a tour between like JID and fucking who's somebody else that's kind of popping, Vince Staples, and then you could throw Takeoff on it now, or you know what I'm saying, or you can throw Offset on a tour with 21 Savage, and you know what I'm saying, and maybe Young Dolph or some shit. They could do these things now separately.
21 about to go on tour, so.
Bro, listen, a 21 Savage, Offset, and Young Dolph tour, I gotta go, and I'm probably gonna bring a gun.
Do you have an option?
He said, you have an option?
They might not let you in if you don't.
Yeah, it's like, you're obligated to carry a weapon.
I know, they're like checking you. They're like, we didn't hear any beeps. You can't come in.
Yeah. Opposition, like,
young man, we're concerned for your safety.
Right.
Like, I'm not coming to save your life.
What y'all give us on a scale of 1 to 10, man, for Takeoff's The Last Rocket?
Takeoff, man. I wish I don't remember what I gave Quavo. I'm trash for that, but I want to give this one first project, first solo outing. I want to give him at least a 7. I feel like I want to give this a 7.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go with a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
I would say beat wise, I thought the beats were dope.
Yeah.
Lyrics, I'm kind of half and half with that. Some of it was cool. Some of it was basic Migos content. Delivery, that's not anything that we haven't heard before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was expected.
Right. I think I got to roll with like probably a 7 on this one too. Yeah. Now,
the moment we've all been waiting.
Yeah.
No, the moment cue the explosion.
Right. This is Black Todd's favorite
It's just about to get booming
person on the planet.
I don't know about all that.
Your boy. If you're on Metro, don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you.
Not all heroes wear capes. Right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Not all heroes wear capes. Why do you think he named it that?
I don't know.
Because I don't want to believe that as basic as he feels like he's a hero to the rap game.
I don't want to believe that either. I don't.
It just seems like that's like, yo, for real. Like
he's too creative.
That's the best you could do
to be true.
There has to be a deeper meaning to this. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take that at the base level.
What is your meaning, Leland Tyler Wayne?
His name is Leland.
He looks like a Leland.
Wow.
Leland
Tyler Wayne.
Just imagine Metro's. He's at like a club. And you're on the he's in the VIP and he walks in and you get on the stage on the microphone. And you say, I want to give a shout out to Leland. Leland's in the building, aka Young Metro.
Oh, this fool get mad. He's like, you just
He's gonna get beat up.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yo, I wonder if him and 21 gonna go on tour together.
Metro and 21?
They need to.
Throw Takeoff in there too.
Yeah.
Because I'd say this because I saw he had some new merch out. And
Metro does?
Typically when people do stuff like that, going on tour. When he went on tour with, who was that? Bryson Tiller, I think, a couple years ago. Mm. And people like him, like, if you looked at like what DJ Khaled did with Beyonce and Hove.
Right.
People like him they can go on tour without having to perform anything.
Right.
So
Producers, that's what they do now. Producers and DJs.
And it's just hit.
They just want
the crowd. And depending
out.
on what city you're in, you bring different people out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it.
Right. That's a new game that's like popping really hard.
Y'all know Tour Todd out here going to everything.
Tour Todd.
Before we get into some of your tours, let's talk about not all heroes wear capes. And the cover is basically it's like a fireball.
And Metro Boomin.
Is that Metro?
Boom.
I feel like that's Metro.
I feel like it's him like jumping
getting blown.
out from it. Yeah, jumping.
This looks like Die Hard 4.
Yeah, when the explosion goes off and he's like diving out, out of the building and shit. You just jumped out of a fucking exploding airplane. And it blows up right behind you and shit.
That's what it looks like. An old school 90s action sequence.
Why you wearing a parachute too?
Let's. I got a couple of. I got a couple. You know what I'm saying, thoughts on this.
Like Todd gonna be mad.
Nah.
I'm happy 21 Savage is out and about.
Absolutely.
Not just out and about, but back to his savagery.
All right, he's back to his savagery. Don't come out the house.
10 freaky girls.
I think I gotta go and say Don't Come Out of the House is my favorite on the project.
Yeah.
That shit go hard. I like how it comes. I like how it comes into because he's in Travis Scott's Overdue song.
Right.
Already talking about 21.
21. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
He's
it just goes straight to
He's warming us up, right.
And I'm thinking like, at first I thought he was on that song. I was like, he's on this song too. And then all of a sudden it switched. I was like, I like how they did that.
He comes on whispering. The internet happens to go wild because they never heard a fucking rapper whisper on a song. They never heard the Whisper song.
Respect your elders.
Bro, they never heard this shit, bro.
Never Yang Twins?
They're making all these like
they were
memes and
online
shit
talking
and,
about when you ever heard somebody whisper on the track and say, "Oh, I don't know." For the
bro,
whole
they
damn
never
song.
heard the Whisper song, bro.
It's a song literally called The Whisper Song.
And they whisper the entire song.
and it was a banger.
A banger. Where do you see my That's the edited version.
Wait till you see my...
The radio edit of that song
right.
is hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, they threw all of that.
I'ma beat that up. Like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, they like edited the fuck out of that
Because
shit.
you wrote the radio.
Yang always gets edited the
Never
fuck
get
out
enough.
of.
Never get
Yeah,
enough.
that's what it was. Never get enough. Never get enough. Yeah.
Beat the what up?
It was beat that pussy up.
Yeah, beat the pussy up.
Pussy up. Beat the pussy up. See my dick. Oh, wait here.
Yeah.
I'ma beat that pussy up.
Man, that shit is classic.
Yeah.
And no one's heard whispering yet.
Yeah.
Yin Yang in this thing.
But with that being said, 21, bravo.
I did like, he did bring it back. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
His was more hood and grimy
Yeah,
and
it was
gangster
definitely
and
more
like,
grimy.
it's what I wanted. It was
Yeah.
more savage. Well, I don't know. If Yin Yang said some savage shit on there
Yeah.
too.
You a bitch, so that mean your bitch a dyke, nigga. I like that. I like that line.
Yeah,
It's my favorite line. How you such a bitch that when your bitch is with you that make her a dyke?
See?
That's the thought process.
Bro, 21 Savage is a genius.
Yeah.
He's literally a walking genius. Kanye's a genius? I don't think so. 21.
21 Savage.
21. Listen, Disney, Steve Jobs, and 21 fucking Savage.
Oh, man.
All right, man. Let's get
all on the same level.
right. In our lifetime.
Yeah, we're all fortunate to be in these
We're
times.
all fortunate. All right. We are all witnesses. Now, I do got a question about Metro Boomin though. Okay. Because the question of whether or not somebody's production that they make and they keep for themselves is better than, when they produce for other people or whatever. Mm-hmm. It came up when I was listening to this.
Yes, it did.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's where the thought process came. Cause I was like, all right, and it took me a while to kind of like get into the album and kind of start liking tracks. But just off first listen, a lot of things didn't really like stand out to me. Like just first listen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now I do like, Space Cadet. That was one of the first ones that stood out to me. I had never taken the time to get into Gunna, but
me neither.
I actually liked him on this. I'm gonna be real with you. It does sound a lot like Young Thug.
I was gonna say,
you know what I'm saying?
He reminded me of Young Thug, but the version I said should be more out.
It's a better version of Young Thug. Which I mean, what I mean by that is if you're looking for rap and words rhyming,
instead of
Gunna is better than
whining.
Than Young Thug. Young Thug is really like the mumble rapper.
Yeah.
I did like the song with Gunna and Young Thug.
Yes, I did too.
That song, that song's actually pretty
Lesbian.
fire. Yeah. Well, there's two. No, I'm thinking about the one with Travis Scott. Up to something.
Yeah.
I got another question for y'all. Who's better, Metro Boomin or Travis Scott? Right here, right now. Production wise.
Production wise. Right now?
Right now. All right, we're doing it now. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Travis Scott or Metro?
Yeah. Metro Boomin or Travis Scott?
I think they both have their days.
I gotta say, I'll give you
like
for the
the
right
cop-out.
here, right now answer. I think that Travis, man, he's really been showing out in 2018. I think I got to give him the edge on this.
All right. What are you saying?
Yeah, I can't sit on the fence with this. I like Metro Boomin, but kind of like you said, this album felt like he saving the best for his own album. It didn't seem like it. Not on all of these. Like there's some production on here that I was like, Metro, you needed a little bit more. Like this ain't Metro Boomin enough.
Well,
You know what this album needed more of?
What's that?
Future.
21 Savage. No, like no. Yeah,
They just work
that's
well
another
together.
There was no future on here.
Okay, you're right. There was no future on there.
Yeah.
But
So what's the future of this album now?
I think they would have Future, if he would have had Future on the album, it still wouldn't have sounded like a Future picking a Metro beat for his album.
Exactly. No,
you know what I'm saying?
What you were saying was spot on with this project in particular.
Yeah.
Right.
Because some of the stuff we see other people hop on for him is amazing.
I think that he's probably still got more fire beats in there. I just don't think that he put them out on this album.
I don't either.
But I don't think it's his fault. I think that he thought that he made that the beats he picked were the fire beats.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're trash beats, but I've heard better beats from Metro Boomin.
I have too.
You know what I'm saying?
I've
heard better
everywhere
ones.
else, and it's like
I'm gonna go down some of these songs that other people hopped on and go, oh yeah, that's fire.
I'm going with Travis Scott.
You remember You Was Right by Uzi Vert?
Right.
Fire.
Yeah.
Right.
He has a ton with Future. I mean, you have
you
even when
listen.
on Future and Drake's project, you have stuff people are like, okay, yeah, like they like Digital Dash, Big Rings.
Right.
You have Wicked, which was a big one.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Jumpman, obviously.
Jumpman was fire.
Where You At? That was a good one.
That beat was fire too.
It was
Amazing.
and that one reminds me a lot of like that Uzi one, which that I don't know what that sound is in the background, but it again,
Right.
something they probably picked out. Look at stuff.
Well, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems that we get with Metro Boomin sometimes, where I really feel like a lot of these new producers do this, where they kind of focus more on. All right, they put more focus on the melody itself. Like, okay, what are we gonna? It's like they already know how they're gonna make the beat, and but they just need like a piece in here that doesn't sound like on the Where Your Ass Is At, right? The little guitar sounds, whatever. They just find like something to put there, and then everything else is just kind of like plug and play. You know what I'm saying?
Into it, and like
Right.
built around it.
Right. That's what I kind of feel like sometimes I get with like a lot of the new producers. Metro is like probably the king of finding whatever that little piece is in the middle. That shit, can't nobody do that better than Metro. You know what I'm saying? But like everything that's built around it sometimes doesn't really like take you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But they bang. Yeah. But then I was thinking this though, all right? Cause I'm listening to this and I was like, all right, I went back into a moment when, let's go back. Let's go back to.
Take it back.
03, 05. Yeah, let's go back. Wind chimes. Let's take it back to Lil Jon.
What?
Okay.
No.
Kings of Crunk. Remember Kings of Crunk?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Kings of Crunk comes out. Intro comes on. Whatever the intro is. Then the song. Let's go! Okay.
Yes.
P.A. Throw it up. Throw it up. Right. Okay. And then the beat drops and you just like,
Yes.
You don't know what the fuck to do, right?
Yeah.
You want to punch somebody's head. You want to, you want to bust the windows out.
You want to send a thank you letter to Lil Jon.
Right.
Like,
And so I was thinking, I was like, all right, are the kids these days getting that same level of like
feel and intensity of,
right?
Like when you first hear it, like oh
right, and you go, what the fuck is happening to my ears, right?
Yeah.
Are they getting that? Think about this.
Saiyan.
Jeezy Hypnotized.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeezy Hypnotized comes out, all right? Think of that class in session when I talk. You remember the beat, right?
Yes.
Do you remember when the beat came in? It was just like, yo, what
just happened?
Who is doing this shit, right? Is Metro Boomin? Do you think he's doing that for the kids these days? Is that their?
He might have done it if he didn't retire. Like didn't
Metro Boomin?
if he stayed away so long. Nah. Metro Boomin, he ain't cutting it the way he like that production. It ain't happening. I don't think anyone's doing that. You think it's because of his style? I don't know if anyone's doing that right now.
I would say yes, but not on this project.
He's done it before.
Are you saying he's done
doing
it before for them, but not?
It just didn't happen on this project.
He's done it before. He just ain't done it now. It's been a while. Like some of those cuts that you said might have been those last ones that he did it, where people were like, yeah.
Travis Scott.
Quick sidebar.
Okay.
You don't relate this album, but you're talking about Kings of Crunk. Track 7, Rep Your City.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That
this album make you want to kill somebody. Kings of
Crunk was bananas. Okay.
Production was perfect.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get back to Metro.
Lil Jon knew what he was doing. He was holding the best beats for himself for real.
I think that reason I would say Travis Scott is better than Metro Boomin is because I feel like Travis Scott knows how to
wow you.
No, not even that. I think he knows how to orchestrate better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he knows, like if you could put Travis Scott in a room and he's gonna be like, like
Doing
the
fucking conductor,
the fucking maestro and shit.
Yeah.
I can see like Travis Scott knows how to conduct, and I believe he probably picked it up from Kanye.
I was gonna say,
You know what I'm
he spent
saying?
a lot of time with Ye.
Maybe that's Metro Boomin's next, because his beats are dope.
That's his next step,
Right? Because I don't think
step.
yeah, I think this is his next evolution step, like trying to figure out like how to like orchestrate,
conduct it in the right.
Right.
Okay.
I like the beats on here, but I was just thinking like, you know, well, like, cause it's trap beats, right? It's trap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
trap.
But it doesn't have some of that intensity that I would get from like hearing like a Lil Jon or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I don't know. Like having this conversation, then you bringing up Lil Jon, like that album is like, I was like, man, I feel like ain't shit comparing to that. Like how they did that shit. The
right, bro. It was like
that was amazing.
It was like I won't say a moment, but you know what I'm saying? I just remember being in the car.
It was a time in
Probably
hip-hop
drunk.
history. You know, it was like it was a milestone.
Right.
One could say, like, for like producer, a dude, because Lil Jon don't rap.
No, he didn't.
He yells at you when he does things, you know?
But see, Metro Boomin doesn't rap either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that maybe that's a thing too with Metro Boomin, because he is more of like the beat maker. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like Travis Scott is like, oh no, I got a fire ass hook, or you know what?
Yeah, he gonna hop up, turn on the auto tune, and get on the mic.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what's real crazy? Young Thug, who was the other one that was coming up with Young Thug for a minute? They were on a bird gang for a second.
I can see his damn face.
I can't think of his name.
Dresses too, right?
I don't think he wore a dress, but he definitely wore some skinny jeans.
There's some leopard print ones.
I think it was.
He was on Lifestyle.
Right. I can't think of his name right now. Damn, he's faded away.
I got you.
He fell off. But anyways,
Black Todd.
Yeah. No, but the first time that I actually liked them niggas, because I never used to listen to Young Thug and this dude. I never listened to them until I heard them on Travis Scott shit, on that Mamacita song. Yeah. And I liked the way that he...
Rich Homie Quan.
I hadn't listened to them before. Like, I heard their songs on the radio or whatever, and I was like, I guess this people like this. I wasn't into that shit. But I didn't actually start liking them until I heard them with Travis Scott, and I liked the way that he, like, directed them. Like, all right, like, you know.
That's true, yeah.
Right, he picked that verse to go here. You know what I'm saying? He picked Rich Homie Quan to rap this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that he's doing it, because when I would hear them on other shit, I'd be like, what the fuck happened? I don't
hear this shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why aren't y'all
on that same level
as good?
Were?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Like, he points them in the right direction, and then like he almost like he makes sure that he ain't gonna put no bullshit out of them. Like, he's like, hey, we're just gonna get this right. We're gonna get yeah, put more effort into it, you know. And I don't know, yeah, like I can say that, yeah, I can see what you're saying with like some of those artists are more even manageable to listen to, like when he's in the corner in the same song, like where he's putting it in the right place. So yeah, Travis Scott is definitely, like you said, this last year he did some things.
Yeah, he did.
Noise.
I did think that on the project there was some couple just different sounds like in the background. So not necessarily the beat, but what's playing, you know, behind it or in between on verses that are different that we not hear on everything.
Right.
Like, so kind of like a couple of songs we were talking about, just those different sounds in the back, which I was like, okay, this is cool. You know, it's a little bit different, something we're not hearing. Because when we talked about this before, we were wondering, is he going to try to push in a different direction?
Right,
or is he going to, so, you know, what's he going to do?
Right.
Now, I don't think he really pushed in a different direction.
Right.
Nah.
But, you know, there's a couple things that you're not really hearing in every song, which is good. But, I definitely don't think that he did what we were hoping for and just took it and was like, all right, I'm going to push the game this way.
Right.
So we'll see.
I do I do realize too that a lot of this shit grows on you.
A lot of the songs.
Oh yeah,
the album.
This album as a whole definitely grows.
It grows
the more you listen to it.
Yeah, the more you listen to it, the more.
That No More song with Kodak Black, Travis Scott.
Right. There's a lot of Travis Scott on here too.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, like the Dreamcatcher song, which at first I was just like, I guess it's okay. But I'm kind of starting to feel it now. You know what I'm saying? It definitely grows on you as the time goes. You know what I'm saying? The beats sound better the more you listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's my.
I mean, I know it's his project. I just can't believe there's no future on here.
I know.
Like, it's not crazy to say like, oh, you have to have Future on your projects, but just like it almost feels a little wrong.
You can't be like, if you're on Metro, don't you gotta.
He kind of gave you the fire tag. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do like to take Keith on this shit though.
Yeah,
take Keith. Fuck these niggas up. Why is that?
Good. That's so good.
That's such an amazing tag.
It is, especially when you know that the beat you have coming after that is gonna fuck them up.
Right. Yeah, I like how they had they blended both of their little tags at the end. And it's like, if Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot. Hey, Take Keith, fuck these niggas up. I was like, damn, this is some true trap shit.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yo, it's even funnier when you hear Take when I read on Eminem's album because he's white. And then you just hear Take Keith, fuck these niggas up. And Eminem starts rapping. I don't know. I like that shit.
That is funny. That is funny.
Which I give this a Metro album, man. Scale of 1 to 10.
What I give Metro?
I can start off if I want. You want to start off? You got it?
All right, Metro, listen here. All right. What's his name again?
Leland.
Leland. Hear me out. No, I'm just fucking with you. It definitely needed more, a little bit more. It wasn't that game changer. We wanted a game changer. We were hoping a game changer, direction for the game. So, you might want to put a cape on.
Wow.
Because it wasn't exactly what he wanted. Like, he's talking about now heroes wear capes. He needed a cape for this one a little bit.
Right.
It wasn't quite, or he needed the parachute. I hope he wasn't skydiving, free falling. Because then that's a splat.
This dude right
I know. Sounds like I'm about to give it a shitty ass score.
Right. This whole tangent he just went on, just kept going and going and going. It's like, I hope it was a parachute because it's gonna be a splat.
You gotta save that for something.
All right.
We can use that later. But nah, I gave this an 8.5.
8.5.
No, 8.3.
I'm gonna let you rock with that.
8.3 is what I gave it. It needed more 21 Savage.
Yeah,
a little bit more 21 Savage with this because and there could have been like a future 21 Savage song on there. Right. It was missing a little bit. It wasn't hitting right. It was hitting right, but it just wasn't hitting on point.
Right.
Maybe it needs to grow on.
I gave it an 8.
8.
I like the beats. I did. There are some shit that's still growing on me. I know it's probably gonna be. I already can see what my favorite tracks are gonna be. Like next week, I'm gonna be, fighting niggas for certain songs, especially the 21 Savage song, because the beat just kicks in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That is the
I'm
song.
In there.
The gang house side.
I do like Travis Scott being on here. Although I don't want to say he kind of stole the show, but I was just like, damn, bro, you gonna let Travis Scott
shine?
Yeah, I was just like
so much on yours.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they should just work together more often. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe they should just do the collabo. Really good.
Well, they've done
just them
some shit, but I give it was strong. It was decent. I give it an 8. I like it.
All right. I gave it a 7.5. What I'm hoping is this is just his reintroduction. Yeah. So maybe we're gonna get a bunch of Metro beats through 2019.
Oh, we are.
So
21 Savage about to drop.
Oh, and I believe
It's
that
coming.
we're gonna get like that production we talk about. How we said that you get better shit on other people's shit. We're gonna get that, and then it's gonna feed into his next shit. Probably is what I'm hoping. That it's like when we get all that great production on other people's shit from Metro Boomin, that then it kind of soaks in, and that kind of helps point it in the right direction. And that's what his next album's gonna be. That fire.
Right.
That fireball in the background.
yeah, and I don't even need the album from him. I'm fine with him just doing tracks for people.
Doing beats.
yeah.
It's funny because a lot of producers will be like, I gotta put out my album. It's
Like, no, we don't want the album.
you don't
Yeah.
have to put out an album.
Wait, when you just
if you
give
can
us these
build
tracks,
off it.
we put together a much more fire
Oh, yeah.
playlist.
Right, that's true.
That's true. That's very
true.
You know
can
who?
make your
You know
own
whose albums that I do like for producers? I do like Knowledge's albums. I do like his. Yeah. I can listen to a Knowledge album because it sounds like kind of lo-fi hip hop sometimes, and you know, he'll just have like little skits on there and little audio samples and all that. I just like listening to it, but for the most part, man, you know, yeah, Metro, we don't really need an album. You know what I'm saying? But
Unless you can do it right.
listen, y'all, go check out Jeezy Hypnotize and play that with the bass up in your car. And I just want to know, tell me if Metro did something on the same level. To me, that was
Peak.
That was peak. That was trap music.
That was the essence of it.
That was where it started at.
Yeah.
Like right there, I think in that moment is when
It was birthed.
Metro Boomin was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Shawty Red, bro. Shawty Red did it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are at the end of the podcast.
We will review Soulja Boy next week.
We reviewing shit next week. I got time for this shit. We're reviewing TV shows and movies. Fuck this shit.
Hey, well, we're gonna review our week next week, like
Right.
what we did in the week.
I know. I'm gonna review Walmart.
We're gonna tell you what we did in our life, so
y'all
be
drop
prepared to be bored.
10 albums again next week. I'm not coming.
I'll listen. I'm not coming either. All right.
Hey, if they drop 10 albums
if
next
10
week,
fucking albums, no episode next
no,
week.
hey, we're
gonna take a
telling you
vacation,
ahead of
nigga.
time. We're telling you ahead of time. Y'all do the review and send it to us.
All right.
We don't want to fucking do it. Y'all do it for us this time.
Yeah. Also, I got to get in a little bit of Drake slander before we go.
Yes.
Drake is out here talking about, you
Forgot
know,
to put that as one of the sides.
I know, Vegas
I didn't
was Vancouver casinos. He was racially discriminated against. And all I keep thinking is, man, Drake want to be black so bad. Drake wish he was black so bad, bro.
Why you want to hurt your bottom line when people like that coming through to spend that money? I'm gonna read up on this. I'm gonna find out what
I don't
happened.
know. I'm telling
I'm
you,
gonna
it
report
probably
back.
wasn't even that bad, bro. But he can't be Kendrick. So he be using these little moments to be Kendrick.
Just to take
Nah, you never gonna get this. We gonna be all right level, bro. You never gonna
You
get it.
don't need that.
You're not
He need
gonna,
that.
You're
No.
not,
Yeah, he need that. He wants this shit so
No.
bad, bro.
he wants to do the
No.
next soundtrack for Black Panther. It's not happening.
Yeah, somebody was like, "Yo, we need somebody to do the Black Panther soundtrack." Drake was like, "I got you," and it was like, "Nah, nigga, you're not black."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pink Panther soundtrack.
The Pink Panther. Yeah, I had to get that slander out real quick, y'all. That was
it felt
episode
good.
139.
It felt good. But yeah.
It did feel good. I feel a weight lifted off my
Yeah, I've been
shoulders.
waiting all episodes to just say a little bit, like a little slander.
I feel free. I feel my mind is at ease. I can sleep well tonight. Yes, y'all.
No
That's
nightmares.
episode 139. We're gonna get up out this thing. No, I'm saying.
Don't come back.
Deuces.
Smoke some, bitch, or my motherfucking fist gonna come upside your head.
This nigga just changed up the whole ending.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.